Yeah, I thought it was funny. There they are. I have a black penguin coming.
That is awesome.
Yes.
Who all are we? Are we just missing John and Mark?
Yeah, do you want me just to go through the recap while we wait?
I think so. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Here and ready.
I have coffee. I have herbal medication. I have mashed potatoes. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I have a vanilla porter.
John will try to jump in and out if his Wi-Fi permits out on the open sea, but no worries. Mark will be joining us later. He's coming back from a party, so should be here for at least the second half.
Nice.
Okay. Other than that, I think we're ready to go. Oh, we lost somebody.
Who just
Watch out.
Allie.
Allie, come back.
Ali, come back.
Atreyu.
That brought so much childhood drama back.
Right?
I think I have those on DVD somewhere. I'm gonna have to look now.
They're on the Apple TV. Well, we only have. I like the first one.
I don't have the Apple TV. I don't have Apple products.
Oh.
I know how to work on them and fix them, but I prefer my Androids because I can get into their firmware and make them look pretty.
There you go.
It's been a while since I've done that though.
All
New
right.
challenge.
All right. Well,
Allie, Monica, Alex, you guys ready?
Yes. Yes.
Cool. Go for it, Maddie.
all right. I'm gonna read this from my Apple iPad, so don't yell at me if it doesn't work very well. Okay. So I got a one pager. So Morb and Smalls go diving for the military safe from the sunken ship. Morb led the way, and they're able to get the safe back up with minimal encounters from the Barracudas. And after getting to the surface, Smalls actually questions Morb about the previous solo dive and found nothing, is what Morb said. So Smalls could tell that Morb was lying when he said no, but he told him that he was going to remember this. Morb then engulfed the safe with his whole body and began to vibrate it until it actually was able to open and pick the lock. Inside there's gold, gem, and a sealed envelope that's had Opus Dei symbols on it. Morb opened it, causing an explosion that hit himself, Smalls, and Maddie. And Maddie and Chiron stabilized Morb when he was dying instead of kicking him overboard like they did Higgins before. Maddie tried to pocket the coin, but got caught by Smalls, and so Maddie promised him that he would tell him whatever he discovered about it. And then everyone went to bed. The next day, Morb apologized to the captain for the explosion, and after a brief talk about teamwork, Morb actually said in order to treat others as a person, he needed to be one, but he's a tool that is used. Drew is in a delirious state, and he saw changes in himself. His charisma was down, but his constitution was up. Xena also had some changes. More specifically, her heart was weakened permanently, but also gained some overall health. In a shocking turn of events, Abby tells Drew that his face is not pleasing, which makes Drew want to jump overboard. Even after Abby said that, she asked if she was a pretty bee, which Drew said in the nicest way that she was. Errol and Flynn confirmed this with Abby as well, and Errol might have made a pass at Abby, saying he's never been with a Thrakreen. Morb refused to help Monroe now or in the future and reaffirms he doesn't have any friends. Chiron had to point out to Priscilla that she basically killed Higgins, and Chiron did such a great job leading the conversation that she immediately went on to a new topic and just dropped the whole thing. It was very legendary. Drum violently woke Matt and made it seem like Drew was being kidnapped, but it was just Abby. Matt was very upset with Drum, so Abby was able to calm him down. And then Smalls and Maddie had a discussion about the soul coin that they found inside the safe. Xena talked to her animal babies and checked on everyone's health, even though she just died, basically, was almost on the death's door. Abby and Drum have another discussion about her wings, which ended the same way as it began. Abby was very self-conscious about her wings, and Drum just kind of tolerated it. Monroe confides in Drew that about his awkward behavior and wants to do better. Morb talks to Angus and gets advice from him and ends up giving some precious treasures away to the team that he found. Gave a gem to Maddie and a cloak to Audie. Drum and Maddie have an awkward drunk conversation where Maddie thinks Drum is hitting on him, so he tries to let him down gently. But it turns out Drum was talking about a bulky bag on Maddie's back, which made Drum very, very happy because he thought it was something else. Maddie asked him to keep it a secret from everyone, and then they started to continue drinking, and that's where we ended last time.
Nice. I dig it. Did anybody else have any other notes they wanted to bring up?
Xena, Abby want Wing's conversation next session.
Mhm.
That's all.
Awesome. Opportunities galore. With that, we're going to dive back in. We're going to pick up right where we left off. The evening of the party. Everybody's kind of just sitting around, enjoying the fish fry. Drinks are getting passed around. Everybody's actually, taking a moment of peace after all the chaos you all have experienced the last few days, and relative safety. With Morgan Fairchild taking the watch, the captain continuing to steer the vessel as you guys continued downriver. No concerns for the first time in a while, it feels like. But as you guys go on into the evening, many of you take note, actually, just like it's extremely bright out for the night, all things considered. The regular moon is out, but also the stationary moon up in the sky, the Egg of the King, as it's called. It's the stationary moon that everybody recognizes. It never moves. It doesn't rotate, doesn't follow an orbital pattern or anything. It is completely stationary at all times up in the sky. But the light shines differently for each person. Everybody sees it just ever so slightly different, but all of you see it just a little bit brighter this evening. Except for a few of you. Abby, Maddie, and Monroe, you see no different. It's just same as it always is. Just another moon up in the sky. With that, though, is anybody proficient in history or religion?
Religion.
Okay. Anybody that's proficient with history or religion can make me a roll real quick.
Which one were you proficient in, Xena?
Religion. And I know history, but
I'm proficient in both, so.
okay. So what are we rolling?
Just roll the religion or history check.
The religion or history? Oops.
Either
Sorry,
one.
I'm in my way here. Ooh. P, Q, R, O.
15 on history.
Okay. What you
I
get?
got a 9.
A 9? Okay. Kyron. Well, first of all, Xena, you recognize this as something that you can't quite remember the name, but this is the moon shining like this in this particular time of year. There's an approaching solstice coming up. And Kyron, with your 15, you remember that it's called the Crowned King solstice. And it's when the moon, the Egg of the King moon, gets a slight celestial halo up on its northern hemisphere, almost like there's a crown sitting on top of the moon.
Hmm.
And it's a solstice that's it doesn't have any like major bearing that you can remember or recall, nothing like, it's supposed to be just like a festival of good luck. The church recognizes it as a time for good deeds, thoughts and prayers, and, it's just nothing that really comes to your mind as out of the ordinary, but you do recognize it as the time of year when the Crowned King solstice is approaching.
So we see it, the crown, right? And
Right.
everyone else just sees it as a regular moon?
Not yet. It's none of you. You're on a 9 and a 15. Neither of you are astronomers. You're not quite sure. You know what's coming up. Like could be in the next couple of weeks. But you're just barely starting to see the outline of a halo around the top northern hemisphere. If you really, really look, you can almost see. But it's still a ways off.
Okay.
Kind of like seeing the edge of like a waxing moon, or when.
Pretty much, yeah. If you
Like
stare
a
hard enough,
little
you can.
thin fingernail that you barely see.
Mhm.
Yeah, where's my tiger's eye? Just kidding.
But with that, the rest of the evening is your guys's. Conversations that want to be had, anything you guys want to take a look at with your equipment, anything you want to investigate, talk about, floor is yours. And know a couple people still wanted to have conversations, so.
I would like to approach Xena and ask if I can speak with her.
Sure. Hi, Abby. How's it going?
It is going rather all right, I think. Not bad, not good. I don't know. I was wondering if now was a good time to speak with you about well, okay, so I have some questions about your wings, if I may.
Sure.
I don't know how sensitive of a topic it is for you.
Well,
But
it just, when I think of them, I still feel them. So it's kind of like a haunting. But I mean, it's going to go, I mean, it's going to be there forever. So I don't, it's not really sensitive. It's just kind of lingering.
right. So it still hurts?
It hurts, not so much physically as it does mentally. Well, it does hurt physically because I keep wanting to stretch them and they're not, they don't. So it's kind of like a yearning for that feeling. You know, when you open your wings up and you just feel like, oh, it just stretch out. Does that
You
make
and I
sense?
seem to
Okay.
have a very different relationship to our wings.
Mm.
You're not afraid of other people seeing them.
No, no, it's always been, I always thought they were beautiful and they were just an addition.
Well, I also think that my wings are beautiful, but I feel like the fear of someone else taking them from me is a bigger force than wanting to see them. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Sure. Oh no, I completely understand. I mean, your makeup and everything, it's like your wings are an extension of you, whereas mine gave me abilities that I'll never have again. And that's, you know, I love being up in the air and looking around and flying. But with you, I can see how it would be more debilitating if you lost your wings. And I would fight anyone trying to do that to you because it's only someone who had wings would know how they mean.
When you lost them,
Mhm.
you mentioned that she took them. Who is she?
Oh, she's um she's part of a past I don't remember a lot of, but she's a very, very powerful being, and um she she um she made it clear that I wasn't doing what I should do, and it was really hard to hear that because I thought I was, but then, you know, she said some things to me and then she just ripped them off, and it, I can't even. But yes, she is a very powerful being.
So you don't know her name.
I, it's like in the back of, like an itch in the back of my brain, but I know that face. I know her face, and I will never forget that face.
You also have memory problems?
Well, part of what happened last time is that a lot of that stuff is now gone. So I feel broken and lost, and I don't have those memories. I don't have much left from that past, just the recent episode with the cauldron and stuff, and a lot of that was taken from my mind. So
Right. So you and Drew both have memory problems.
yeah,
Okay. What did she look like?
she was old. I could. She's there's uh she was a crone. She was a crone, but she was very strong and very powerful and beautiful. But she was an older being with a lot of wisdom and a lot of power.
Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, she was more of my era, of my people, of my
Oh,
experiences.
okay.
Yeah,
But you said that you forgot something. That she was punishing you because you forgot.
because I wasn't. What did she say? What did she say? That I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. That I had forgotten my path and my purpose, I think is what she said. It's hard for me. I'm trying to dredge it up. I'm trying so hard. I can still see her face. That's not gone.
You forgot your purpose.
I
Your
wasn't,
promise?
that I wasn't following as I should have been followed. I think the word follow was a big thing. I wasn't walking the path. Does that make sense? I think that's what it was. I wasn't walking the path.
Right.
It's really hard. I'm trying to grasp for it. I just can't find it.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to over ask. I just, um,
No, you're fine. It's perfectly fine. It's like just you asking me questions is helping me try to sort through the haze. The haze that's there that I have to get over.
um, I was recently told the same thing in slightly different words. Um, but I was told that I had also forgotten my path, and I was a little worried that it was the same, but it's not. Um,
Yeah, this this being is from my realm. She's from my realm, and
okay.
it's not the same as from your realm and your species. Is it? Does that?
Well, this is my realm. But species
Yeah.
would be fine, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not sure. This is your. It's like I'm trying to find words to put. I mean, she came specifically for me.
Yes. Yeah. No, I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Um. Also, have you noticed anything with Drum when it comes to wings?
No.
I I don't know if it's just because I am so aware of how people view me, but
Hmm.
I feel like there's feelings that he has towards winged beings that
Oh.
might pose to be a problem.
Well, my
Um,
wings never came up. I mean, we're both druids, but I'm from the fairy, and
yeah,
it just
but
seemed to be okay. I don't know. It's weird. I didn't. I guess I should pay more attention. I've been too
I
concerned for myself.
no,
Sorry.
you're absolutely fine. I wouldn't expect you to pay that much attention. I just know that the last time that I spoke to Drum, he said that you were more approachable without your wings, and I feel like that's a very strange thing to say.
Mm,
Um, but
maybe more down to earth. I don't know. You can't just take off. I'm done with you. Fly away. No, I don't know.
I just please be careful. I
I will.
know. I can only imagine how different things will be without your wings, and I know how much you relied on them to do a lot.
Yeah,
I
it's
hope
like
that
new path, new mystery, new see what happens. I mean, I'm older and I've been with them for so long that now it's like, okay,
well, if you ever feel like you might need a little extra training on anything with fighting without your wings, you can always ask me, or I'm sure Maddie would be willing to help you as well. We could probably both do something if
yeah,
he's
but
willing.
I mean, your fighting skills are phenomenal and I would love to tap your brain
I,
and
I received a lot of training before I left my people.
yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I would love that. I would love to be able to call on you. Thank you. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah. Um, I also, I'm sorry that that happened to you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's all kind of a I don't know. I'm kind of in shock about the whole thing. So
Yeah.
I know as soon as it like, PTS, whatever it's called, when you suffer trauma, I just hope it doesn't come back. And
Right.
yeah. But hey,
Well,
thanks for the advice about Maddie too. I mean, that guy's yeah, I really
yeah, I mean, Maddie and Smalls are very, very good fighters.
they are.
But
Smalls
I
is so
feel like
huge.
I feel like Smalls and Drum are very, very impulsive fighters, and Maddie is more of a
Think it through intellectual
eh,
weigh it out
he has
before you
he has a
swing.
little bit more technique in
Oh,
his
good.
moves.
Cool.
Like you can tell he's trained a lot as well.
Nice. Yeah. I
Not that
maybe
I've like watching him or anything during fights, but that's
oh man, I
just
watch
an
everybody
observation.
fight. It's like I am so amazed at this group. It's like, wow. I mean, everyone's talents are so unique. It's just amazing. I applaud everyone in the group, and I will definitely be tapping on a couple shoulders. Hey, teach me that. Reteach me that. Yeah. So,
But yeah, I mean, I have also been wanting to ask Maddie for some tips. So, if that is something that you want to join me in doing, just let me know.
sure, I would love that. I would love that. Thank you.
Yeah, I I'm gonna go get myself a drink now.
Okay.
Thank you for talking with me.
Yeah, it was a great talk. Thank you so much for your questions.
Of course. And I just walk away slightly awkwardly.
And I'm looking around. I think I want a beer. Come on, pups or babies, let's go find the bar.
There are a couple of kegs popped open. It's mostly just like freehand. Grab it from your horn, grab it from your flagon. Topping off, the fish fry's still going on. Plenty of food, plenty of booze to go around. But conversations and the floor is still open. Kyron, you there?
I am here. Yes.
I assume you're taking food and some water and whatnot to the princess down below.
That would be assumed correctly. Yes.
Okay. As you make your way down, even though she's down below deck still, she has not come up above. You bring
What's
her
that
food.
noise?
Um,
What's that?
somebody breathing in a mic or something. But anyways, Kyron, you're making your way down below. And she's not come up above deck. She's still down below. You make your way past the beetles and past the wagons. Everybody else is still above deck. You notice that despite being down here, there is something more of a glow coming from her quarters, from behind the curtains where she's staying.
Hmm.
far more evident now at the night than it was during the day.
Is there an ability I could? Well, is it? Are they abilities? I don't remember. Not abilities. A perception to see if I have a better understanding of what it is, or would that be history?
History or religion, honestly.
Okay. Um. Okay. I don't like that
You,
that
you,
way.
you, so you can. Yeah, I'll need a new roll for this though.
Correct. Does it involve Sylvaden?
Mm,
Because of
not
the
specifically.
advantage roll you gave me with religion checks.
No, not specifically.
Okay. I'm still gonna roll religion, so
Sure.
I was just saying. 14.
14. You do know that the solstice tends to shine more brightly on certain individuals than others. It's usually a sign of like, commonly it's a sign of good fortune, good luck that they will be blessed in the coming solstice.
So it's nothing to be too concerned of with my previous knowledge of where the moon exists with the rocky
Yeah,
sky. Okay.
I would say with your knowledge of what you do know publicly, no, you're not concerned by it. You just notice that it is far more evident upon her than it is anybody else that you've seen.
And it's Prusilla Rex, correct?
Priscilla with a P, yes.
Okay. Priscilla, I bring you food and drink.
Better be a strong drink, priest.
Did anyone send me down with alcohol? Is that the real question here?
That's up to you. Whether you brought her water or whether you brought her booze, that's entirely up to you. I would
Is
say if
she
you want to, I would say if you wanted to
the
have brought her
baby?
down, I would say that if you wanted to have brought her down a small skin of red wine, I'll say that that's okay.
Plus, we don't know what the digestive abilities of Videlkin are.
Mm.
I don't know either. And I played Magic when I was in high school.
So
Uh,
you go in.
yes.
Okay. You come inside, and it's almost like for a half second it takes your eyes to adjust. It's almost like you're coming out of a dark space and into the sunlight. But then it kind of calms down, and you're seeing her. She's you always hear that old adage of like of pregnant women glowing. Well, she's literally glowing in a certain sense. So you hand over her food, hand over her water. Do you hand over the red wine as well?
Yeah, she's. I don't think upsetting this lady is a smart idea after previous encounters so far.
And she immediately takes a big sip of the water, puts it off to the side, kind of takes a big mouthful of the fish. Like she's not eating like with any kind of eloquence or like ladylike nobility. No, she's just hoovering, and she immediately grabs the small skin of red wine, just kind of like downs it in a big gulp. At least one of you has some fuck. At least one of you has some fucking sense on this ship. I, I, it's fine. I'm on I'm on a fucking peasant steam vessel. Yeah, I just think it's the best I'm gonna get, and I look. I'm grateful. Okay, I know I don't sound it, I don't seem it, but it's just been a lot. So, Kyron, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm just gonna call you priest if that's okay. I'm just
That is fine.
What are you? Who's your Who's your patron? Are you with the Trinity?
Okay, out of character to clarify, Trinity is the main upper three gods, correct?
Yes.
So then yes, because it was a sect of Sylvaden.
Okay. You're a sect of Sylvaden. Yes. So your answer would be yes.
So
You're
yes, I was
essentially
just verifying for my own personal clarity here.
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
You would essentially, if you wanted to explain it to it publicly, you would say that you're a priest of Sylvaden or a priest of Silva.
Understood.
Okay, good. At least you're not one of those backward ass savages from down below the wall or something. So, sounds like there's something going on up step deck.
It's been a while since they've been able to calm down a bit. They've all been uprolled like yourself. It's the first time they finally got to not have to worry about their back for 5 minutes in a few days. So they're
Yeah,
enjoying themselves.
I've been worried about my back for like the last 6 months. So yeah, I know how that goes. Whew. What's your group called again?
So I don't think they've decided yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys are whatever the fuck you call it, unbloods or something. I don't know. I don't travel in merc circles. Look, just I don't know where we're at, but I assume we'll be making port and Triniborg soon. I will need an escort to where I'm headed. You've cut me alive this long. I will ask your assistance in getting me there the rest of the way. My betrothed, I'm sure, will reward you handsomely.
I do not mind doing
Yeah.
this, and I will pass along the message to everyone else up deck, ma'am.
Yeah, whoever you want. I don't care. I don't need all of you. Just a couple of you. Once we get to Triniborg, I would like to think that once I'm back in civilization, I should be plenty safe. But I just need to get where I'm going, and that'll be that. I'll make sure it's worth your while. Okay? That's what you people work for, right? Coin. It's fine. Okay.
I'm gonna bid her evening
I
and let
just
her rest.
yeah.
Because she's a stressed nutbag right now.
Yeah, she's a little bit of a mess. As you close the curtain, though, the light does not dim from her. This is how you are perceiving her. Keep that in mind.
Understood.
Okay. You return back up deck?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I return the floor to anybody else. Any other conversations y'all wanted to have before you call it a night?
Yeah, I'd like to find Flynn.
Absolutely. You'll actually find Flynn. She's sitting around. Like there's not a fire pit, so to speak. Well, it's essentially like a fire pit. It's an elevated, brazier that's in the center of the bottom deck here. That's it's an open fire that everybody can have, but it's not something that's going to like damage the deck or anything like that. But everybody's kind of sitting around that. She's having a drink, eating her food, commiserating. Her brother's kind of propped up next to her. He's still looking for a little fucked up, but he's sitting upright on his own strength now. He's getting there, but he's still definitely in rough shape.
All right, I just want to sit down next to her. Hey, I wanted to say thank you.
Maybe you should scoot closer and whisper it to me. You can hear her brother kind of snort extra, like.
Now, that is a tempting offer. I do have to clarify. Do you guys know both of your parents? Like for certain?
Yeah, we're fraternal twins. We both have the same parents. We knew our parents. Yes.
Okay. With the memory thing and I previously have had a strict no elf rule, just in case. That's a line I don't want to cross.
Well, I mean, technically we're only half elf, so if you only wanted to get half familiar, I suppose that's okay.
Half is enough for y'all to be offspring. And that
Well, what's up, Drew? How can I help you now?
I wanted to say thank you, not just for coming with us to the Harpies, but for giving me some good memories to hang on to.
Well,
I've gotten some info about my past, and I don't know where it's going to take me.
A friend of ours in our group used to say, "Past is the past, and today's a gift." That's why it's called a present. So just keep that in mind. But you're welcome. It was the right thing to do. the lovely lady down below decks, she wasn't gonna last too much longer, and I don't even want to think about what that hag was gonna do. It was pretty fucked up state of things in there, and this is exactly why my brother and I, we tend to stick to not those. Wasn't exactly our forte. I'm just glad everybody walked away.
Not a lot of potential princess sacrifices in your line of work.
No. Whatever that might have been. Look, I deal with plenty of dark shit with what me and my brother do on a regular basis. I don't need to add to it. So yeah. Harpy hags and black magic and human sacrifice, not really our bag. I prefer something that's more flesh and blood. So once we get my brother all patched up, I think we'll be going back to doing that. But don't get me wrong. I don't regret anything that we did, and I'm glad everybody made it out. It was a good thing that you all did. That we all did. I'm just glad to have been there with you. With you. You know.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit different than our party down by the river, or down by the lake, eh?
A little. That was a good time.
I can see you're still wearing my gift.
Yeah. I've never had a possession I care about before, but unless you ask for it back, somebody's gonna have to pry this out of my cold dead hands.
No, how about you keep it warm for me, and we'll see what happens next time.
Next time.
You know, fate's got a funny way of bringing us back together twice in what, less than 2 weeks?
I know. I
you can
wasn't
tell.
expecting to see you again.
Something tells me we might see each other again. You never know. Provided you all don't go off and get yourselves killed hunting down another dark witch or something.
I'll try my best to stay alive.
But listen, like I said, it was a good thing that we did, and you all did a good turn. This is a good group, regardless of how dysfunctional and odd some of you might be. It's a good team. A lot of good strengths. Weaknesses that you can shore up pretty good, I think, if you give it a shot. But if you ever need our help again, don't hesitate to ask.
I won't.
Just us, though. The Freeman Legion will charge you. So, did you want to scoot closer and whisper it to me, or is there something else you want to?
I did have something I wanted to ask you. I think I might have been a real bad person. I know we just said a whole thing about the past and the present, and it's a gift. This might come to bite me in the ass later.
Oh.
Somebody recognized me, which hasn't happened before. And he said I was with a group, and the way he talked about it seemed like maybe this isn't something that I should just be sharing with the wide populace.
So, is there a reason are you saying you want to share it with me?
You might have insight on it, but also I don't want you to think less of me if it's as bad as I worry.
Errol actually barely kind of hobbles to his feet. I think I'm gonna go take a piss over here now. He kind of stretches and kind of waddles away. Is there anybody else around the fire at this time?
I was trying to roll in the background with
I saw, yeah.
I don't know if you were catching that.
The intimidation?
Yeah.
Oh, she definitely clocked your stink eye. And the reason she asked her to scoot closer was because of it.
Damn. I'm just. I thought so. I'm just drinking over here, going. You saw my dick. You know my powers.
All right, so we have Monroe, Flynn, and Drew. Is anybody else sitting around the fire?
I probably would have grabbed a drink and just been kind of chilling around like
So
the
you're
main
within.
area.
I'll say you're within earshot.
Mhm.
Okay. Go ahead.
I actually don't know if he would like look around to see if anybody's listening, but I think he would talk a little softer.
As you kind of like soften your voice, Flynn doesn't exactly take that like you're trying to be quiet. It's more like you're just changing your tone as you're talking to her, and she scoots ever so slightly closer. You're like shoulder to shoulder at this point.
God, you're making it hard to ask a difficult question. I just want to kiss you. I don't want to talk about my past.
Just didn't want to make it hard or anything for you. Just want to give you an opportunity to say what you need to say.
Have you heard of the children of Danu?
Her eyes go real wide for a second, and then she immediately kisses you.
All right, kiss her back.
Wait, what?
Excuse?
It lingers on. It lingers on, and it's deep and passionate for a good 4, 5, 6 seconds, and then she kind of pulls away and kind of like kisses you on the cheek and kind of leans in, and she's like leaning away from Monroe and everybody else. Don't bring that up again.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, she kind of like caresses you. She's holding you, and like she's make an insight check for me.
Okay.
I'm not even like intentionally eavesdropping. I'm just sitting there drinking.
just enjoying the show.
I'm
A 15.
just like watching
A
Monroe's
15?
reactions, just like
Yeah.
I'm just. I gotta wait.
On a 15, you know that she is like she's fully into this. Like she is like this. She's been wanting to like just do this for a while, but at the same time, she's also putting on something of a show for everybody else.
Okay, sorry. Really quick. What? Who are we talking about? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who just kissed who? Drew kissed who?
Flynn.
Oh, okay. I get it. Sorry. I'm sorry.
She's kind of carrying on like she's caressing you and touching you, holding you, kissing you, but at the same time, she's also speaking to you in your ear, and she's speaking in a very it's a passionate tone, but it's also a very stern tone. Like, don't bring that up again. We'll find time to talk, but don't bring that up again.
Okay.
And she just kind of leans back ever so slightly, and you notice at the corner of her eye, she looks over and she's like looking at Monroe for half a second, and she kind of looks back at you and kind of like she gives you that look like the ball's in your court.
I think I have the drink, like I'm choking on it, but I'm still trying to keep composure. I'm gonna roll if I keep any composure right now. Hold on.
Sure. Roll me a. This is a wisdom saving throw, I would say.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, wisdom
Like, I
saving
don't
throw.
think I have any composure right now. Yeah, no, it's a 2.
What is composure?
It's a 2. I can't act all.
It's a 2.
Yeah, you crush like the flagon that's in your hand. It just like you're almost like holding a glass cup and just shatters in your hand. Sends me.
It's a Love is Blind episode right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, the rage is very much so evident on your face. But Drew, the ball's in your court.
Do I notice Monroe freaking out?
That's up to you. I mean, you can if you wanted to make a quick perception. It'll be perception at disadvantage because you're very much so concentrated on what's in front of you.
Yeah, no, you're focused on your conversation.
I'm just gonna say he doesn't even care to notice.
Okay.
I want to kiss Flynn again.
Okay. You two carry on, keeping on, keeping on. And she does everything possible to keep you from speaking again.
Okay. I'm gonna throw in a rage, Maddie! Maddie! And I'm just gonna run and try and catch up to Maddie and be like, where's the booze?
Oh, hey! I pull out the whiskey. Let's go.
Both of you start just
Do you
going.
have any idea what's happening?
No, not even a little. Are you okay? I'm excited you want to drink with me, though.
Maddie! Just, and then I'm gonna just like lunge for it and just douse it, like drink it, but like almost do it like a Lord of the Rings style, just pour it over my head like I'm about to sacrifice myself to the flame.
Oh God!
Start drinking it up. Make both of you make Constitution saving throws. You're gonna start drinking it away. You're gonna pound these drinks.
Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Nice.
12.
12. Maddie, you take a loss for this round. Monroe, you're actually good. You're killing this whiskey. You have rage monster on your side, and you are just killing this drink. Consume, consume, consume. You are getting completely drenched in booze at the moment. You're gonna stink to high hell, but you won this round.
What does my chest look like?
When the ale hits you, or when the whiskey hits you?
Like either emotions or anything. Like, is that affected at all?
No, it's like your scars and everything like that don't react to the booze or anything. But
okay, cool.
You are definitely. I will put it this way: it's not reacting to the booze, but it is certainly reacting to your rage in this moment. Your anger, your emotions. You are glowing brightly, shining brightly with that deep ocean blue that is just permeating through your veins, down your arm. Your chest is just kind of pulsating with that mark where that burn spot is.
Maddie.
Monroe.
What? Okay, composure. Maddie. I fucked up. I think I fucked up. I don't know what I did.
What was that, Abby? What'd you say?
Drew's kissing on people. Drew's kissing on pretty people. Drew's kissing on.
Abby, did you say something? We're over here.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go over there.
Abby! I'm gonna cry on Abby's shoulder. Abby!
Another
I'm just
Constitution
gonna look at
saving.
Maddie.
Another Constitution saving throw. You are and Maddie, you can choose to join, but this is another one for you, Monroe.
Instead of drinking while that's happening, I think I'm going to hand some wine over to Abby to get her drinking as well with Monroe.
Okay,
and I
Monroe.
use press digitate to make it taste like honey wine.
Ooh, I dig it.
14.
Nice.
14. Okay, you're still good. Go.
Abby!
Mm-hmm. What's going
Men are
on?
complicated. What signals did I do to make Flynn more attractive than me?
Oh, because they're. This is not a conversation for me at all.
It's for anybody. Y'all were there. Y'all saw it. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna drink another round.
I'll take a sip of the wine that Maddie gave me, and then I'll be like, "Oh, this is nice. I like this."
There's an 18 on my third one.
You're still good. You're still upright. You're definitely starting to feel it. You are just pounding back these drinks, though.
She's counting.
Your frame is.
Floor.
Yes.
20,
But
yes.
19,
just keeping you.
18,
Ray just keeping you upright right now.
17 is gonna be the next one. That's hilarious.
But I don't get it. I confided like Like, I just talked with her not even that long ago. We haven't even, like, I'm with him, with Drew, not that long ago. I was telling him all about, like, my past and how, like, he forgave me and that felt really good. And then all of a sudden we're just sitting at the fire and Flynn comes over and I don't know what they're saying, but all of a sudden I see I see
Okay, I need you to take a deep breath for me because I think you are starting to hyperventilate, which I don't think is a good thing while you're also drinking.
Constitution saving throw.
I am really
21.
not.
It's a what?
That's 21.
Oh, 21. Okay. You are starting to slur. You're starting to slur your words, but you're still upright. You're drinking and pacing at the same time. Damn.
I'm probably not the best person for this because I am not sure if I like people or if I just think they're really good friends. So, you know,
Oh, you're like me. We can't read people. Got it. I got it. But do you get what I mean, though? What is this feeling? Is it me? Is it them? Do I need to worry about this? Do you worry about anything?
I'm gonna like glance over at Maddie and just take another sip of wine and then be like, I think if it is something that you are this worked up about, you should probably talk to him about it when you're sober.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, there we go. 4.
Yeah.
I think I
You're
fell down now.
Was the trigger word sober or drinking?
It immediately rushes to your head. Your fey-like complexion, complexion and everything like that. Immediately, like just blood rushes. You are a bright pale pink at this moment, and it takes Maddie and Obby to keep you upright as you continue to slur and like try to get out the rest of this. Go.
And I think I'm just gonna like pass out on the ground.
Another drink, you would have definitely vomited. So.
Strong move for sure. I look at Abby and just say I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was gonna say. So thank you for coming over for that.
Yeah, I am. I'm surprised that I had something to say in the first place.
I'm not really good with those type of conversations, and I didn't know what he was talking about either. To be honest with you,
Yeah. So Drew went over to like talk to Flynn about something, saying that he might have been a bad person before he lost his memory, and then they started kissing.
ooh, that's rough. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah. I really I don't know what. Oh gosh, I don't know how to explain this. Have you ever had a crush on someone?
I think Maddie's gonna blush with that coming up and say, "Yes, yes, I have."
Okay, so crushes are relatively new to me, so I'm not 100% sure how they feel. Um, I also I have a really hard time of telling when someone has a crush on me or when they're just being really nice to me. Um, so it's kind of hard to interact with them sometimes, you know. But
I know what you mean.
they're, I mean, both Drew and Monroe are just so bold about it. And then
Yeah.
Arrow, the other day, told me that I was a pretty bee, and I didn't know how to take that either, because I thought that he just had a concussion because he had literally just fallen off of the cliff. Men are a little complicated, I think.
Can I, Xena, see what's going on with this conversation? Because I see Monroe falling.
I would say you didn't hear anything at the fire pit, and you didn't overhear anything of like a few words here or there of what the conversation was happening with Abby, Maddie, and Monroe. But you would have come over as soon as you saw Monroe pass out.
Yeah,
And
with
keep in mind, all
Athena.
when Monroe passed out, it's like almost like when a child's having a temper tantrum and they're just like going a million miles an hour and then just immediately stop and pass out. It's like
So
it's the
So like a
rage that just
ferret.
burnt them. Yeah, it's just the rage that burnt them out.
so me and Athena and Lucky are gonna walk over and just make sure that Monroe has a soft place. So Athena's gonna lay there, and Lucky's gonna just lick Monroe's face. Say, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
He is passed out. I will allow you to assist in like taking them down below to a cot.
Okay, so we're gonna put Monroe on Athena's back and walk over and find a pleasant place to just lay him down.
As you take Monroe away, Maddie's Abby, were you guys still did your conversation still going?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
After Xena walks away, I'm just gonna be like, so, how do crushes feel for you, if I may ask?
I guess for me, it's when you see someone and it just feels like you can't breathe. Just feels like you can't catch your breath, and you just keep trying to catch it. And when they finally speak to you, you finally do.
Like, do you ever feel like you like want, even if you don't really have anything to talk about, you just want to like talk to them anyways?
Well, that was the.
I go ahead and pour more wine to Abby, and I do some for myself as well. And I say, of course.
What? Okay, thank you. I'm gonna take like a little sip and then just kind of be like, so. What do you normally do when you have a crush on someone? Like, do you tell them, or are you supposed to like never say it? Because like, I feel like I want to say something, but it's also terrifying if that is what it is, you know?
I think that you just let it happen.
So don't say anything.
I go ahead and sit down, and I see if pull Abby down with me just to sit down and just keep enjoying the wine together.
Okay.
I'll take a sip and then be like, I appreciate you talking with me. It's very nice. Even though I have a lot of questions.
Maddie just smiles and says, "We have plenty of time."
You are very nice to talk with. Also, your fighting is really, really good. I really like your fighting style and techniques.
I think you might be the best fighter I've ever seen. Except for maybe Smalls, but it's a different kind of fighting. He looks like he's going to tear someone in half.
That is true. Would you be willing to maybe show me some of your techniques sometime, and I can show you some of mine?
Of course.
I'm gonna like smile really big and then take a regular drink of my wine instead of like the little tiny sips. Like, good. I would like that a lot.
You guys good?
I am good because he is very embarrassed right now.
I'm going to let the conversations continue throughout the night. If you guys want to exchange questions and anything like that, we could definitely pick it up. But everything continues on throughout the night. Conversations are had. Many different degrees of conversations are had. And I will leave it up to you all to decide how many of those end and how you would like to share the outcomes of those with the rest of the group if you so choose to at a later time. But with that, the night comes to an end. Everybody eventually retires to their respective places of rest, either alone or not so much alone. You can all take a long rest if you have not already done so. All right. With that, you all awaken the next morning. It's kind of dreary, foggy. It's very overcast, like you guys are almost kind of like riding into a storm downriver. It's got a light drizzle, nothing crazy, but it is persistent and it is steady. And it's almost rhythmic and soothing in a way, but it definitely carries on throughout the day. If you spend any kind of time up on deck, you will be drenched. You know, there's no avoiding the rain. But with that, is there anything anybody wants to do or say before we get to the next leg of our journey?
Does Chiron tell everyone the proposal at all that she wants us to be a bodyguard for them?
Everyone was busy, so I probably wouldn't have harassed anyone immediately. I'd probably bring it up in the morning during morning notes when we all wake up in the morning, though, because I don't think telling people important information while they're intaking alcohol would be the smartest of decisions. With the previous respect of our group, we are alcoholics at heart, and as our passed out friend on the floor here quite states,
No, so because
sometimes
Hold on,
we drink
hold on.
too much.
Alcoholics go to meetings. I do not
She's
go to
in a
any meetings.
comfortable
I value
cot.
my drinking time.
Mornrow's in a comfortable
Yes.
cot, not on the floor.
I do not go to any meetings. I value my drinking time.
I go to safety meetings at work.
So,
All right.
quick question. This long rest, does that mean I don't have any more exhaustion?
Everybody should be back to without any exhaustion. Yes,
Sweet.
I believe
Nice.
everybody should be good after this long rest.
Okay.
No,
And like I said, Morgan and the captain are taking watch and chugging down the river. You guys continue moving. You do not stop or pull over or anything like that. So they'll take over. You don't need to roll for anything. Okay.
Real quick, I wanted to, in my drunken stupor that I don't even remember, all I remember is yelling at Maddie, taking lots of drinks, and then I'm in a cot and I feel the weight of something on me on my bag that I need to go to Smalls real quick and ask him something.
Go for it.
Hey, sorry, I can't look up. My eyes hurt. Smalls, do you like to trade things? I've been having this on me like for a long time.
Trade. What you want to trade?
I have like this like scale mail. Like you saw I tried to wear it before, and
Oh, that
turns
armor
out
that weighs you down. No use to you.
it's doing nothing for me. And I woke up, and that's all I could feel because I can't feel anything else right now. Do I look okay?
You
How's
look
my
very,
hair?
very good. It's
I
sad
do.
you wake up and could not feel nothing.
Oh, that's such a relief. Well, here's that scale
Yes,
mail.
you're interested in the armor I found. I take it.
Oh, you found armor too? I just really wanted to get rid of the scale mail. But I'm interested, yeah, if you have anything that you think is of value to trade over, I don't need any.
I found this glowy armor. Willing to trade. Interested?
I would love to. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. So how do we do that through the app?
Malls, if you want to add scale mail armor to your inventory, you can. And then Monroe, you can add a armor of acid resistance, but it's a chain shirt, not chain mail, chain shirt.
Can you message that for me?
Sure. I could do that.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Lindsay, I'll take a photo and send it to you via text so you know exactly what you're looking for.
There you go.
Okay, and I'll do the same for what I have.
Yep. You guys can add those to your inventory and equip it, and we can consider that trade. Is there anything else
Heck
you guys want
yeah.
to talk about?
No, I'm gonna go and hide my face some more because the light's too bright.
All right. With that, you all continue downriver, unharassed, unmolested for most of the day. It gets later on into the evening. It's harder to tell because, like I said, it's very overcast. The rain clouds are thick, but the rain has not come down. It's not a torrential downpour. It's just a steady trickle of rain all damn day. It's late in the evening, getting close to the first few hours of the evening. As you all start approaching a little bit of familiar, flatter ground, you're definitely coming out of the higher mountains now, and you're getting down to the lower valleys of everything that you were as you first initially started this journey up towards Opus Day. You are fast approaching the township of the Den. As you all make your way downriver, you all start coming up on deck, and those of you that are up there, you're making your look around, and you can see the township as you start approaching. You know, there's no fog, and the rain is obscuring your vision a little bit, but go ahead and anybody that wants to make a perception roll from a distance. We're gonna make several checks of rolls, but go ahead and anybody wants to do it right now.
You said perception, my good sir.
Yeah, perception. You're just trying to check things out.
I got a
22.
15.
15 and a what?
22.
22. On a
19.
22 and 15, 19. On these rolls, you all notice that from a distance, there are a lot of ships in the harbor. You didn't really make a whole lot of time in the harbor area of this township. This is nothing like Opus Day. It's a fraction of the size. It's literally just a township, a bunch of, hovel homes and hobbit holes and, taverns and buildings built up onto this large, massive hill. But there's a large docking area here that's enough here to make port for half a dozen, maybe a dozen ships max of the similar size of what you're on right now. But on a 19s, 22s, all that good stuff, you notice that there are a number of ships in the dock, and they are heavily loaded. There's just a few open spaces, enough for the splinters on my fingers to make dock. But there's a number here, and they're heavily loaded down. But you also notice that there's not a whole lot of movement on the dock as you all approach. As you all pull in, weigh anchor, hook up to the dock, and start taking a look around on those same perception rolls, normally this, like during this time of day, this would be bustling. This would be places people would be moving goods in and out, preparing to end the day, trying to close things up. There's maybe a fraction of the number of people there should be here, a dozen at most that you can see moving in and out of a couple ships. You notice that there's a few people kind of peeking out over several of the other ships looking at you as you make dock, but there's not a whole lot going on here. Anybody doing or saying anything?
So Xena, tell Athena and Lucky, it's like, prepare, just be safe. And so they both sit there looking out for anything suspicious.
Okay. I mean, Lucky immediately kind of like just posts up and sits next to you, and he has his ears perked real high, but he's kind of looking in the wrong direction. Like he's trying to do what you say, but yeah, he's a puppy.
Okay, so I
Athena's
reach down and I pet his ears. It's like, just stay with me, buddy. Stay with me. Stay with the group.
Okay, small one. As you all make your way towards the edge of the ship, though, Angus is up here. Angus, and he's kind of looking out over the edge of the ship, and he's visibly kind of not perturbed or anything, but he has a look on his face that's definitely one of anxiety, and he kind of motions over to motions over to Smalls, actually. Hey, big man, come here. Smalls, you there?
I'm trying to get there. Sorry. I'm navigating this fucking app and it's a pain in the ass.
Hey,
And I'm texting and as everybody understands at this point, I was out, just so everybody understands real quick, out of character. I have been at my buddy's birthday party, and he's a good enough friend that his wife is actually going to be a bridesmaid at our wedding. So I feel good. Smalls is feeling good.
Aw,
And it's not a
yeah.
Sunday, so I don't have to go to work. So let's fuck shit up.
Oh, hell
Anywho.
Hey.
Small saunters
Fair
over.
warning.
Small saunters over. Does not say anything. Just nods.
Big man. I want you to take the group and I want you to go into town. There's a place. Some of your group mates have been there before. It's called the Mud Hole. I want you to take them. I want you to go check on somebody for me. All right? I'll stay back here. My brother and I, we got this, but I want you all to go check this out. Aye? Sorry?
Name? Description? Something?
Just Gunhild. He's visibly annoyed. He just tells you Gunhild.
I recall such a name. I
Me
shall
too.
do this. Smalls wanders back to the group. Who wants a drink?
A drink?
Who wants to go for a drink?
I do. Me and the crew. Me and Athena and Lucky will come with you. They like beer too.
I think
Maddie?
that would be nice.
Maddie, I've grown an affinity for you. I know you like to drink. You joining?
What time is it?
Now.
Doesn't matter. Let's go.
Now.
It is
5
time now.
o'clock. Somewhere. 5 o'clock.
It's
Is
about 5 or 6 in the evening, a couple hours before sunset. You guys have been on the ship on the boat all day, making your way downriver. You're just now arriving at the den.
Is Monroe still passed out or no?
Everybody's awake.
I'm queasy. I don't know if I can. I'll go, but I don't know if I'm going to be much sport unless something else triggers me.
I put my arm around Monroe. You know how you get rid of that hangover? Drink this. Let's go!
Hair the dog, not Lucky.
No, I'll just
Hair
drink
the
whatever
dog.
was given to me then, because I trust Maddie for some reason.
It was definitely alcohol. Okay.
Smalls is barely paying attention to any of this. He's literally just looking out in the distance like, I have a mission. Well, if you must drink with me, come join me. And he just starts walking off, not paying attention to anybody.
Is anybody staying on the ship? Is anybody staying back on the boat?
Smalls is walking off right this second.
With the psychotic
Xena's
pregnant
behind him.
lady.
Okay, Kyron, you're
Oh,
staying.
yeah.
Yeah, the pregnant lady. Since everyone else forgot that we have a pregnant lady. I'm not
Forget
I
that.
got this.
Okay, keep in mind the Captain Morgan Fairchild, Angus and Ingus. They're all staying on board the ship. So if you want to go with the group, you can. If you want to stay back, you can. What's your choice?
Drum's gonna come with us. I feel like he's all about that life.
Yeah, I need a drink at this point. I've been dealing with a crazy pregnant lady. Plus, I met most of these fucks in the bar to begin with. Why should I not go to the bar with them? That's how we started.
He's back, baby.
I never said I wasn't
All right.
an alcoholic.
All right.
Join the crew.
Everybody makes their way off the vessel and onto the planks of the docks below, and you start making your way forward. And quickly, that dozen people where you saw quickly disperse, and they're immediately loading up onto ships, and they're kind of like peeking out over the edge, and they're kind of all watching you as you keep going out. You make your way off of the decks, off of the dock, and into the ground below, and you start making your way uphill into the township of the Den proper. Start making your way uphill. Those of you that were here and went to the mud hole before, you remember it's basically built like a big ass Hoppiton, big ass Hoppit town that's built on the side of a hill. There's a lot of things that are built into the hill that goes down underground. There are several above ground structures. There's not a tree in sight. It's basically this large barren hill that is fortified by a massive mud and brick wall all the way around it. You all start making your way uphill. I'm actually going to use the same perception rolls that you used last time here, just for a couple of them, because a couple of them are really good. You notice that the streets themselves are also extremely sparse, where there were, hundreds of people last time you were here, making their way through the streets, and business conducting everywhere, large tents and open hill markets and everything like that. There's maybe 2-3 people walk. Everybody seems to be walking in groups of 3 or 4. And those that are, they're very sparse and few between. You also notice that the guards that you saw here last time, those heavily armored black and heavy armored guards that were here, halberds in tow, where you would see them walking 2 by 2 or 4 by 4. Now you're seeing maybe a fraction of what they were here. You see one guard every once in a while by themselves, standing post, patrolling. No, there are few and far between here. You can hear the clashing of shutters and the closing of doors as you notice as you guys kind of make your way through the streets of people kind of peeking out, taking a look, and then immediately closing the doors and bolting themselves back up. There are very few people out on the streets. Does anybody do anything as you're making your way up the hill?
As we go up, it's like Athena, Lucky, be on the ready. I don't know what's happening. We need to be careful.
Lucky's having trouble with the hill at this point. You're carrying him, I would say.
Okay, buddy, come here. Let's go. I gotcha.
Anybody else doing anything?
I'm going to make sure that like my hood and everything tightly and properly.
Okay.
As we're like making our way through.
Are you just kind of like actively moving around, or you're trying to hide yourself?
I'm trying to hide myself.
Okay, maybe a stealth check real quick.
Okay.
I will have a tournament, but I need to know what the practice schedule. So like, I have to know what the schedule is. We confirm
18.
18, nice. Yeah, you're able to definitely kind of conceal yourself. You've been at this for a while now. You know how to keep yourself concealed. Cowl over your head, no problems. You're making your way. You're definitely, people are definitely noticing you because you're part of one of the few large groups that's still out on the street, but they are not concerned with you in the slightest as an individual.
Cool.
Okay, you all make your way up to the top of the hill, and you all remember the large the large wooden entrance to the mud hole. It's this large public inn, and it's a drinking hall. It's a large round door that, as you open it up, it's not locked or anything. It's open, so you all make your way down. It's a long staircase that leads about 30-40 feet down into an open way. Down a rather large claustrophobic stairwell, you feel as if you've walked down 2 full flights of stairs. And remember, you enter a magnificently appointed, almost obsessively clean establishment last time. Its humble exterior, but it's home to surrounded by these dusty stone cutters and crusty brick crooks. There's also nearly everything inside is made from wood, if you remember. So I'll go ahead and post another photo here of what you all remember.
So Athena and Lucky can't be in this place, right? Because it's excessively clean.
You don't know yet. You haven't got inside. Okay.
But I thought we were going down. Sorry.
You are going down. Nothing stopped you yet. So
Okay.
everything's wooden goblets, steins hung about, wooden pillars supporting or etched with these designs varying from like vines and natural elements of nature. It's a fabulous little hobbit hole in this. It's a rare treat of everything that you remember seeing in this, kind of dirty, grubby, town up above. It's just pure industry and business up above. You make your way down, and this time you notice that it's far more cluttered and dirty because there's about 50 people cluttered down here inside of this thing. They're all kind of crammed in the back corners of this room. And as you walk in, everybody immediately stops. It is dead silent. They all make their way and they look at you. Everybody starts moving over themselves and trying to get a glimpse of the new group that has just walked in. You all hear hushed whispers. And one thing that you do pick up on is, are they here to help? Are they here to help us? That's the only thing you can really pick up in the dull dim of what everybody's saying. But you do see the bar on the western end there, the open bar, and you do notice the familiar face of Gunhild, the barkeep, the gal that you all met here last time. She kind of waves you over as you approach.
I'll walk over to her.
Yeah, and me and Athena and Lucky, lop over, trying not to step on people.
Who's taking the point on talking to Gunhild? Bobby?
So Maddie,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably Maddie.
Smalls is getting ready to lead this. All right, fine.
Gunhild. It's like Smalls should take the lead on
Small
Gunhild.
should, yeah, she loves Smalls.
Smalls looks over from Maddie. Says Maddie, and I throw my
guy?
shoulder around him. Let me buy you a drink.
Yep. Don't have to say that to me twice. All right, here we go.
Let us go, and we go up to the bar. Who do we
Okay.
find at the bar there?
People immediately scatter away, and they're like clearing space out. Like there's nobody at the bar. They clear the entire space for you guys as you all approach. And there at the bar is Gunhild, the proprietor. She's a dwarven woman, normal height, extremely busty with her bustier, and definitely accentuating her natural talents. She's got her hair pulled back. She is covered in grime. It looks like she's had a hell of a couple of days. A couple of her sleeves are torn open. It looks like she's been working and not sleeping. Her eyes are sunken down, but she kind of welcomes you all to the bar and doesn't start pouring anything, but she starts looking around and looks at all of you and, well, I'll be damned. Some of you actually survived. Well, that's refreshing.
Smalls walks up to the bar with Maddie. Aye. Beautiful. Can we get a drink for the two of us?
Don't call me that. Yeah, fine. Yeah, she immediately pulls a couple of steins out from below. Nothing looks like it's been cleaned in a couple of days, but she immediately starts kind of tapping. She grabs this keg and she kind of like tips it ever so slightly and starts pouring it, trying to get the last bit out. And she kind of has you two half-empty steins full of meat and just passes it over.
I before we go forward, I say it looks like you've had a hell of a week, and I use my prestidigitate to instantly clean her as well, to get rid of all the crap and everything all over her, to clean up really nice.
I appreciate the gesture, but that's not necessary right now. How the fuck did you get into town?
By boat.
Oh shit! Of course. Fucking boats.
Wait, I'm very sorry, but the last time that we were here, things did not seem so bleak. Did something happen?
You kind of hear somebody in the back. I'd fucking say something fucking happened, and she kind of like waves her hand off and just kind of. Yeah, it's been a rough couple of days. A lot of people have gone missing. There's rumors and conjecture. And she kind of like looks over the crowd. A lot of people have gone missing. Livestock been taken. Stuff like that. Everybody's been. The major domo basically declared martial law, said nobody out in the streets until he comes back. He took all the guards, and he's supposed to be cleaning up whatever the fuck's going on.
Smalls turns back from after glaring at the guy that spoke up and looks at Gunhild. And what do you believe is going on? Something maybe we could help with.
I don't know. These people all come in with different stories. Like there's hovels that are all surrounding the village. There's about 40 people that have been missing so far. There's a lot of blood. There's no bodies. There's a lot of disturbed ground. The rain exactly hasn't been fucking helping the last 2 nights, of course. The major domo's been out there with all the guards. He took every fucking guard except for the dunces, of course. And he's out there trying to figure. He says he's gonna fix it. He's gonna clean it up. But of course, there's no. And then you start hearing a few other people in the background. But there's no fucking disturbances at the mines now, is there? Nah, he doesn't stop with the fucking mines. There's still all the guards up there. Nah, we're just all gonna fucking die down here. And like everybody kind of like starts, crowding around, and the noise definitely starts to pick up inside this room.
Out of reflex, I'm gonna kind of like push a little further away.
Okay. Is anybody here proficient in perception?
I believe I am.
Everybody that's proficient in perception can make a roll for me right now.
So what is proficient?
I mean, it has a little white circle next to the name. It means that you're actually skilled in that. You're trained in that.
20 bits for Smalls.
Ooh.
I rolled a 2.
Smalls did a nat 20. Let's roll. Let's fight.
Let's go.
He did a nat 20 bitch, actually. I don't know if you got that.
Not just a nat 20.
That's a nat 20. It's a nat 20 bitch.
Let's go!
Maddie so Smalls on a nat 20 bitch. Notice that what you're holding in your hand, this stein full of ale, you're extremely steady-handed, even at the best of times. You haven't had anything to drink. You're not twitching the slightest. You're listening to this story intently. Your hand's not moving. But as you look down to go and take a sip, to start raising it, you notice that the liquid inside is rippling. Every couple seconds.
Like a seismic thing?
Rippling, yeah, rippling like a seismic, like something stomping, or rippling like the liquid itself is got something going on.
Rippling more like a seismic thing, like something is traveling up your toes and into the drink.
Crap.
And on a nat 20, you can also feel it coming from your feet as well. It's very, very slight. You would not feel this on anything short of a nat 20, but you can definitely feel there's
Smalls is looking around and trying to discern exactly the thought process, the feeling, the energy in the tavern.
Beautiful.
I'm trying to figure out exactly what everybody seems to be feeling and understand. Is everybody afraid of something?
Oh yeah, these people are terrified. It looks and smells like people have been hiding in here for a couple of days. The shelves are bare. There's some blankets. There's a bunch of blankets and sleeping bags and stuff like that straw on the ground. This looks like all of the people who don't have a home to go to or have a place that they felt safe have come here to try and ride out whatever's going on.
So Smalls looks at Gunhild.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, what is going on? There are he acknowledges the seismic activity. I feel the tremors. I see the looks. I feel the energy. What is happening?
Tremors. Like I said, Big Man, I don't know, okay? He's talking about the fucking mine is what he's talking about. And you all start to hear these various stories of people talking about how they just opened up a new pit mine, not too far from the town, but an open pit mining operation. And you start hearing stories about how they've been bringing in this new kind of a new piece of equipment or this new item that they've been using to blast away mine. It's not like they've been going at it with hose and pickaxes and shovels. No, they've been using blasting powder. And you hear something off in the distance. I'm gonna still keep riding this nat 20. You hear something mentioned in the distance. You hear various different degrees of somebody describing something. You hear the word warp powder. Then you hear black powder, blasting powder. All of these different things of these people trying to combine themselves in the same story. They're all talking about the same thing. But as you kind of start making your way towards the bar and hearing all stories people are making their ways out, you're following the tremors and you're kind of moving your way. It's still coming from your feet, but it's pulling you farther and farther away, almost to the northern side, the northern wall of the place. You can feel it just ever so slightly through the tips of your toes as you start making your way to the northern wall. Is anybody else doing anything?
Athena's hair is on end, and so is Lucky's, and they're both looking at the wall intently.
You don't know about the wall. Only Smalls is. He hasn't shared anything.
Okay,
I'm just
so
following him. I'm not
I
leaving
don't
that
know,
inn.
but they hear it, right? So their hair is up, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I would definitely say that Athena's their hair is up and she's kind of she's low to the ground. She's growling. Her ears are definitely perched back on the side. She's not looking in any particular direction, but she is definitely very much so attentive to something. Maddie, you're making your way Smalls is making her way towards the north wall. Abby, you said you're going with him. Where's everybody else doing?
I had a perception 18. Would
18. Same thing. You can kind of you just on a perception 18. It's not really the same thing, but you are definitely picking up where that Smalls is moving towards the northern wall. You do notice that he was kind of noticing something in his cup. You notice that everybody's kind of starting to part ways. You can feel that he's kind of that Smalls is looking at the ground. There's something about what's happening in this room, and it gives you the idea that you can kind of start either following him or making your way away from the bar, whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna follow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow too. Can I go a bit stealth about it? Use my rogue to.
You would be with disadvantage because this room is just filled with people. It's a bar that essentially is almost at capacity, basically.
Okay.
So can we roll perception? Can Xena roll perception because of what's going on?
You already did.
I didn't. Did I?
I asked
I
everybody
did.
that was. I asked if anybody was proficient in perception.
I'm not proficient.
Then you cannot. No, not right now.
Okay. Sorry.
So you position yourself. Are you following Smalls? You position yourself at the bar. Where's everybody else at?
Xena's with Lucky and Athena wondering what the heck is going on.
Okay.
I'm following.
All of a
Maddie
sudden,
and
you start.
Drum.
Okay, as you start following Maddie and Drum, you start making your way towards the wall. All of a sudden, the rest of you stop as you start hearing something else. It's like the ground is doing this like weird kind of rumbling. You can hear the floorboards creaking ever so slightly, and it's almost like the room is becoming like pressurized from all sides. You can hear the wood cracking, and you can hear dirt falling from the ceiling up above you as it just ever so slightly trickles down and does that little across the floorboards below. Maddie, you make your way over to the north wall. Those vibrations that are coming up from the tip of your toes are becoming stronger and stronger. No, now they're coming from the wall itself as you put your hands up against the wall. Or what do? Smalls, I mean, sorry. Smalls. Do you put your
Yeah,
hands on the wall?
that's what I figured. Yeah.
Sorry, say that again.
As you're making your way over to the north wall, the vibrations are coming stronger and stronger up the tip of your toes and they're making their way up. And now you can almost feel it coming off of the wall itself. Do you put your hands on the wall? What do you want to do?
Oh, I continue towards the vibrations. I'm wondering what the fuck is out there. Let's go.
Do you put your hands on the wall? What do you want to do?
I'll put my hands on the wall. Did you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I heard you. But it's quiet now.
Do I still feel vibrate? Are the vibrations still there?
Oh, no. They're gone.
Are there stairs to get to the top of the wall or a door to go through?
No, it's all one level.
Just a straight level wall.
Yeah. It's just a bar.
I am on guard. Like Smalls is feeling like shit is about to go down.
All of a sudden, the wall erupts on the far north side and on the western side as well. These 5x5 explosions of dirt and earth and wood come burrowing out into these massive caverns that are just pouring out. The earth leading into these caverns are leading behind them. All of a sudden, pouring out from behind, out of these caverns, are these massive, chittering, these large cockroach-like creatures around 9 feet long. On your just normal perception, you can see these things are about 1,000 pounds apiece. These are just massive creatures. They're covered in these segmented, armored chitinous plates, bearing these large, forward protruding legs, all in behind these massive mandible jaws as they come pouring out of these walls, and they just start snatching people. These mandible jaws grab people around the throat, grab them around the belly, and just splitting people apart, and blood, gore, viscera. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Well, and then handsome, I rolled a stealth 15. That disadvantage. That was the lowest roll.
Nice. Okay. You can definitely make your first attack at advantage with your sneak attack. I would say
Okay.
that you've managed to hide yourself behind a pillar, just out enough of a view that nobody was paying attention to you.
Okay, cool.
Makes absolutely no sense since Smalls was absolutely on guard, but I hit a 6.
I got a dirty 20.
Beautiful.
Oh my god, wait. Me and Smalls have the same initiative.
All right. Get these in. All right.
Had a nat 1 initiative, but it became a 4, so.
I have a 20. Me and Athena and Lucky are ready to
All right. So we've got Maddie with a 21. Then we got Xena.
Actually, question.
So this, yeah, go ahead.
Since Drew and Morb stayed behind, do we roll initiative too? Or just the ones that went to the bar?
Wait, did you go to the bar or did you stay on the ship?
I stayed on the ship.
Okay, this is what I asked everybody earlier. Who stayed on the ship?
I was away. I was making my phone call when you asked.
Okay, so Morb stayed on the ship. Did anybody else stay on the ship?
It was Drew and Kyron that were also.
No, I ended
Kyron
up,
left.
Yeah, I ended up coming
Kyron
along
went with the group
because everyone else stayed on the ship. I'm like, cool, that means I can go drink after dealing with this crazy pregnant lady for the past 2.5 days, day and a half, however long it's been.
All right, Drew, you stayed on the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I was making the phone call when you asked.
All right. Okay, so 20 to 25. We've got Maddie and Xena. 15 to 20. 10 to 15. 5 to 10.
Yeah.
So Drum had 10. Drum had
Drum
10.
had 10. Okay, so Drum.
Oh, my bad. Smalls had 6. I was
Smalls.
the 5 to 10
Both
group. My bad.
Me and
My bad.
Smalls have a 6.
My bad.
Okay, who has the higher dex?
Smalls, what's your dex?
My dex?
Dexterity.
Huh?
And you guys talking in code right now. Like, what the fuck?
I also
Dexterity.
ow.
Drunk bastard.
In total, it's a 14, I think.
Mine's
Avi,
a
what
16.
Okay, so Avi, then
Crack the code.
Does
Smalls.
that include the fact that I'm, like, got advantage at dexterity? I'm confused.
No.
That's just dexterity
It's
saving
just the
throws.
number itself.
It's just to see who goes first. And you had Lindsay. What did you roll for your initiative?
Not one that became a 4.
Okay, so then Kyron.
I had a 5.
We all rolled fucking low. All right.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. We got.
Not me.
Oh yeah.
Except for Xena.
These
We were
motherfucking
too
cockroaches.
For Maddie.
relaxed, yo.
These motherfucking
Way too
roaches are gonna
relaxed.
eat us.
Right.
I like
So
this.
here's
Let's
what-
do this on Saturdays more often. I can drink on Saturdays.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna take a quick. We're gonna take a quick break right now, so everybody can go fill up their drinks, grab water, take a pee, or whatever. When we come back, I'm going to explain the new way that we're going to do initiative for battles and the way we're going to do this. So we're going to try and speed it up for everybody. Okay.
This
for
is
all
good. I need a drink.
There you go. Refill
My
drinks.
drink on.
Yeah.
My drink
So that's
on.
all.
Oh,
Let's
I need more
back
drink.
let's come back in 9 minutes at 8:50 my time. So
Sounds like a plan.
This works. Smalls needs more drink.
I already got mine.
I sent that
Okay,
to the wrong
so-
chat. I forgot. Marshall's involved in these videos now too. I should have sent that to the overall chat.
I haven't seen shit, so just delete it. Whatever it is. I've got too much else going on here.
No,
No,
it's
he
not.
wants you to see it.
No, this is actually pretty badass. I'll just go ahead and slap it in the art because it's theoretically just the art broken down at this point. Then
Yeah, I
you've
love it.
seen everything that's involved in this picture already.
I will be back. I'm going to refill my drinks.
Boo.
Boo.
I brought my liquor to my location.
I made sure.
Puppy! It
I love
sounds
that the wanted
squishy.
posters next to everybody.
Lucky hears you. He's running towards you. Puppy!
I love puppies.
Wales, if you want just the original photos for now without the wanted and stuff, I have that. I don't know. Or are you just playing around with it till we decide some actual photos?
Yeah, and then placement and stuff. And then I already got image places, so all I gotta do is go back and just switch which image we got in place. Then eventually we gotta
Sweet.
get a better one for Marshall. It's not just the entire group. We also need to update it to where Xena doesn't have wings anymore. Because Xena doesn't have wings anymore, so...
She doesn't.
Because wings.
I really wish I thought of this sooner so we could have like had that cool transition in the videos.
Xena, I'm gonna text you on the side for another art piece then for some fan art for you.
Nice.
We're gonna have your fur babies in there, I think.
Yoo-hoo!
Oh yeah.
Love it.
I feel like I know what we should do for Marshalls. We should just have all the fur babies be Marshalls.
Okay, yeah, I'm in.
DM. Lick,
empty,
lick, lick.
It's the empty
Love,
space
love,
that
love.
we gotta fill. Where else we gotta put the cute little adorable things?
I was gonna say it doesn't sound scary or menacing at all, so but whatever.
You say that until he decides to turn our dire wolf friend into like apparently the alpha wolf of an entire clan, and he's just pissed off, and now we're its bait.
No, he loves everybody. Lucky loves everybody.
He
He's
loves
not turning.
us. His
No.
pack doesn't have to love us.
Oh, his pack.
I'm pretty sure his
Oh.
pack's all super dead. We killed them all
We
at the
can-
tower.
We can hope.
That is true. That is true.
We
don't think he has
are,
any left.
Mama?
It's just
What
us.
about
we
his mama?
we are murder hobos.
Yeah, I don't think we left any of those wolves
Bum.
alive besides Lucky.
And it's only because he was a pup and he was easily impressionable, so we could train him. I mean, because he was
Yes, and
adorable
he
and
is.
cute, and we love him.
He loves everybody. He says he calls everyone short mama, tall mama, hairy mama, hairy daddy.
Drusilla is a fragile being who needs protection. There's no advantages
He's
to
a
helping.
biatch.
There's no advantages about helping royalty who has very deep pockets. None at all
Right, but
whatsoever. I'm a good person.
what's her ulterior motive? That
She's
biatch has
racist, I
something on
think,
her
She's
right?
mind.
Mm-hmm.
See, what's
Yeah, she's a
my
little racist.
motive, though?
Your motive is a cleric that
I'm a
just
war
wants to
chief.
serve.
I'm a
You're
war chief.
you're a serve. No, but you want to serve, and she's gonna come up and her. Oh man, she's just.
She
What
has
is that that's
access to
inside of her?
armories. A
A
child,
baby?
I assume?
No, but she's glowing from the king's moon. It's like, what does that mean about
You
the
don't know
child?
that.
Oh, she's the specialist lady.
She has the
She is
glow.
so special.
That child could be my
No,
friend in this
she's
future. You don't know.
That's true.
yeah.
You don't.
Future
I
allies.
no. No, I don't. But the thing is she's glowing from the moon. And what does that mean?
Lots of people get special auras on the full moon.
No, this is a king's moon with a crown.
Ooh, I can
It's like,
Yeah, I like
just
it.
think Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Well, actually, Videlkins are artificers in the Ethereum that they use in the realm of Magic the Gathering actually glows. If they've crafted with it too long, it leaves a permanent glowing to their skins and bodies and possibly from their internal organs because it becomes infused into their blood.
That
That's like the
sounds like
Radiant Girls.
a Marshall thing. That sounds like something Marshall would incorporate
Right?
for sure.
It's like, yeah. But what's growing? What is growing in her?
A
Who
baby.
is
Baby,
I'll be right back.
a
no, but
baby.
okay, so we know that, but what is this baby's? Okay, I'm stopping. I'm Terminator. I'm going into Terminator mode.
You're gonna kill a baby that's done
No,
nothing.
no. Xena does not kill babies.
I'm not
Xena,
against it. I was just wondering. I don't know.
no, I
I
would.
was just asking.
Yeah, Xena would steal that baby and put it in a forest with a bunch of friendly hobbits, elves, whatever, and let them. Briar Rose, think Briar Rose, Aurora from Sleeping Beauty.
So you're gonna kill the baby? Is what you're
No,
saying?
never kill the baby. No,
I don't know if we
hide.
finish. Okay, we'll see what happens.
I said hide. Hide and nurture and raise this child to be a benevolent king. How's that?
Mm,
I love you guys make a whole sandwich out of a breadcrumb. This is great.
King's Moon. Just kidding.
We shall see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got about
so
3
many
minutes. Let me know when everybody's back. I know Will's grabbing drinks. Lindsay's topping off her stuff.
I didn't think I had to go, but I'm going.
All right, go real quick. We got 2 minutes.
do it. Hey, Marshall.
Yo,
How big of an area are we going to be fighting in right now, just for movement sakes?
yeah, I should have drawn something out for you guys. I'm going to start doing that in the future if I know something's going to pop off. But from where you guys are positioned at the bar, it's approximately 50 feet from the bar to either hole if you guys are at the bar. So if you're already at a hole or if you're hiding in the back, you've got from the entrance, it is for the sake of easy math, we're going to say it's 90 feet from the north wall to the entrance.
Perfect. Yeah, with my character, I'm probably going to try to do mobile a lot more just because he's so squishy.
Yep. I'll wait till everybody gets back here. I'm going to explain some of the specific mechanics of this fight, and we're going to try something to see how this goes.
Awesome.
So I think this should go a lot quicker for everybody, and we'll see how it works out.
I have a strong feeling that Drum wants to be in front of Maddie the entire time. Just
I can imagine.
In case anything comes this way, just has a little bit of a crush on me. I can feel it, so let's make it happen.
It's canon now. He has no say anymore.
No say.
Drum 100% wants to be over here.
I can't wait for him to
Smalls.
come back and be like the same situation
Smalls.
Matt was in last time.
I have a good idea. If you want to throw Drum, he'll allow you to do it. I think he's definitely in the mood to be able to get up close and personal. So feel free to do that, okay?
The dwarf tossing is definitely becoming a weaponized thing with you guys. Very quickly.
100% it is allowed. Drum, John, if you don't want us to do it, text me right now. Okay, guys, we are good to go.
There are specific mechanics to throwing somebody, so for the sake of fun for right now, if you guys want to do it, I'll allow it. But if we're going to continue to do it, we are going to get very specific on just how far you can throw somebody based on your strength and their weight. So
you're the best. I'm texting. I'm like, Mark, we're planning it right now.
All right.
10 out of 10. I recommend dwarf tossing is the new sport of the season. Check it out 2024 in your local D&D mart.
Okay. Is everybody
Maddie, you said you were going to text me personally. What does that mean?
Yeah, I'll DM you after the match for what you want the character to look like and stuff.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Is everybody back? 8:50 my time.
I believe.
Smalls, Morb.
Absolutely.
Smalls, you there? Morb?
I'm listening, but I got to pee, so I'm going to put myself on mute for a moment.
That's fair. Okay.
I'm
Thank
here.
you.
I was serving
I am here.
myself some food.
Thank you.
Okay. And Abby, you're there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's how this is going to work. We're going to
But
use
you're
what I.
listening.
That's fine. Everybody's here. Okay, I'm going to go over this. Basically, what we're going to do here is we're going to use a shared initiative. Now, everybody's going to get to go in their order, so it's like Maddie, Xena, Drum, Abby, Smalls, Kyron, Monroe, but I am not fitting the enemies in between you. I will roll the enemies on my own time while you guys are figuring out your stuff, and then we're all going to meet up in the end. So basically, you guys all share an initiative. So Maddie, you go, Xena, you go, Drum, you go. You guys go right in the order, and you decide what you want to do. And then we all compare it at the end of the round and see who's all alive and see what's all happened. I will adjust my enemies accordingly. It's a kind of a shared initiative thing that I found that's kind of supposed to speed things up for large groups. We're going to see how it goes. So basically, we're going to start with. So does that make sense? Basically, the enemies aren't going to be in between you guys. We're going to try to be thinking about your turns and what you want to do, because I'm just going to allow you to do them, and we're going to see how it plays out in kind of a real-time strategy type thing. So that kind of makes sense for everybody? This is new to me. Okay. Now, as I said, the room itself, it's about 90 by 90. So if you wanted to move from the entrance to the entrance you came into the north wall, it's 90 feet. The bar itself is about halfway in between, about 45 feet. So those of you that were still there, I believe Maddie and who all traveled, or sorry, who all went with Smalls to the north wall?
I did, but I was stealth.
Okay, I'm going to say you're still back at the bar, so you're 45 feet away, but you're hiding behind the bar to get your shot. Okay.
I did.
Okay, Abby traveled with Smalls. Anybody else? Okay. So Abby traveled with Smalls. Everybody else is still in the bar area. There's about 50 people just crammed into this space. So if you were trying to move through the crowd, it is difficult terrain. Meaning, if you want to move, it's double your distance that you have to travel. Okay. There are 50 people alive in this bar currently. Okay. As of right now, what I rolled initially, 3 are already dead. With the way that these creatures attacked, I have rolled damage for another 3 potentially. So that means that 4 are automatically dead because nobody is on the west wall to save it. Smalls, I'm going to give you a choice because you were right on the north wall. Do you want to take the full brunt of this damage because you are not yet raging to save 2 people's lives, or do you allow them to take the damage and die?
I'll take the damage. And I'm gonna hit Stone's endurance. I'm gonna hit Stone's endurance while I do it.
Okay. You will take 14 points total of damage. Stone's endurance, I believe you reduce that by what? D10?
1d12 plus 2.
Oh, hell yes. So you okay. You got to block 14 points of damage. So go ahead and roll me that 1d12 plus 2. Let's see if you block it all.
1d12. Roll.
Or it's one, yeah.
Oh, god damn it. That was so close to a fucking 12. I get 5 points taken off.
5 points taken off from 14. You take 9 points total of damage as these things come burrowing, just barreling out of the wall. You get you just get harassed by just dirt and splinters of the wood as they come crashing through, and these mandibles kind of clasp on your chest, splitting you open ever so slightly, even across the new chainmail armor or the new scale mail armor that you're splitting or that you're sporting. It saves you, but it does, because this is considered a sneak attack. It does hit you. So you take 9 points of damage total.
Added.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. 9 points of damage?
Yeah, because it was 14 and you blocked 5.
Okay, is there a dexterity roll for that?
Nope, there is not.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. Fine. Fuck you.
All right. And with that, we are going to jump into initiative order. Maddie, Xena on deck, go ahead.
How many targets do I have a choice to attack then?
There are 2. There are immediately one coming out of each tunnel on the north side and the west side. So from the bar, it is approximately 50 feet away from the bar to you to the west, and then another approximately 50 feet to 45 to the north or west wall, depending on which one you want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and target the one on the west wall then, since we don't have anybody over there at all, or that direction. And that one I'm gonna go ahead and use my hex or devil's curse to hex them, and then for the ability I'm gonna choose strength. Is what they get disadvantage on checks for while it's active.
So the one on the west wall.
That is my bonus action. So for my actual action, I'll go ahead and use my Devil's Wrath or my Eldritch Blast, is what I call it.
Okay. You are firing through a crowd. Keep that in mind. So you are firing at disadvantage right now. If you roll, if you miss the DC by 5 or more, you could potentially hit a person.
Can I move first then before I use it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and move that direction instead to try and get away from that disadvantage.
Okay, remember you're moving at disadvantage. You're moving at difficult terrain because you're making your way through people right now. So how close?
I can move. Yeah, I can do 20 then at half speed because.
Okay, you're still moving. You're still attacking at disadvantage if you want to use your range. Then.
Okay, I'll still go ahead and do it. We'll see if everybody hates me.
Okay. I'll tell you right now, the AC on these things, just for the sake of speeding things up, is 14.
Jeez.
So I got a 9, so that's exactly 5 away.
Yes, unfortunately, you are going to strike a poor pedestrian. See how much damage you do.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything that stops that.
You might have killed someone.
Yeah, that's for sure what's about to happen. All right, here we go.
I literally take damage.
Maximum damage.
Oh god. Oh god, no.
How much damage you do?
10.
Oh, shoot.
Matt obliterated fucking people.
This is not starting off well.
In the chaos of you try to lunge your Eldritch Blast across, it immediately bolts through 2 people on its way, and your Eldritch Bolt splatters through the chest of 2 people, and they immediately fall. And through all the chaos, I'm actually going to roll. You know what? Roll me a stealth check. We're going to see if anybody noticed.
Oh god, no.
You need to beat a 13.
14.
Oh!
Everybody or just us?
No, just Maddie. Just seeing if anybody saw him throw what just killed those 2 people. You managed to throw it in the chaos of everything that is erupting and immediately happening. Those 2 people going down. You killed them, but
I yell, "What the hell was that?" And I look behind me to try and play it off.
Okay, is that your move?
Yeah, just that's everything.
Okay, Xena, you're up. Drum is on deck.
Okay, so I take off behind Maddie to that wall, jumping on Athena's back and running through the crowd and trying to get through and getting towards that. And I do Lynx Claw, trying to attack these things that are coming through.
What's Athena's movement speed? I don't think she's going to get there in one move. Remember, you're moving at difficult terrain. You're trying to make your way through a crowd. So whatever
30
distance,
feet.
30 feet. Okay, you're not going to make it in one turn unless you dash. Do you want to use your action to get all the way there?
Can I do that?
Yes, you can. You can use your action to dash, which doubles your movement speed, which
Yeah.
will give you 60 feet, which will allow you to get there.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Okay. You dash and you make your way and you position yourself between this creature and the people that's attacking. All you have left is a bonus action. What do you want to do?
Oh, can I do Lynx Claw?
No.
What do I do? Wait, what is it then?
You have a bonus action. What can you do with a bonus action? You can attack as a bonus action with your creature if you also make an attack, but you have not. You used it to move this turn.
Okay, so I can attack?
No, you can't.
No.
You need to,
Okay.
tell me what you need to
I'm
use.
sorry, I'm lost. Tell me what I can do.
A bonus action.
So my bonus action would be, where do I find my bonus actions? Help me.
It's under your actions and stuff. It's like certain spells have a bonus action. Maddie, go ahead and be thinking about what Drum's going to do.
Okay, so bonus action. Oh shit! I lost my character. Actions. I have claw and unarmed strike.
Keep scrolling down, Mama.
I'm gonna use.
You can use your shillelagh to put shillelagh onto your staff. Do you want to do that?
I'm gonna put shillelagh on my staff and swing wide.
You can't attack yet. You can only put it on as you can start it. You can put the magic on your weapon, but if you wanted to attack, you'd have to use your attack next turn. So you put the magic on your staff.
My shillelagh is ready to do damage.
Okay, so you position yourself between the creature and the people trying to protect them. Drum, you're up. Abby, you're on deck.
All right, Drum is going to go ahead and go into a rage because that's what barbarians do.
Take it.
And he has little legs and can't run very far, so I think he's just going to start running towards the one that no one's gone after yet. One he's closest to. His walking speed is 25 feet, so he gets kind of that direction.
Okay, he can actually make it if he sprints. If he wants to make, or use his bonus, he can use his bonus to rage.
Yeah, he's going to keep that just for the damage resistance. So rage on, goes halfway, and you know what? He's going to throw. He's going to throw a hand axe. That's what he's going to do.
All right, he's at disadvantage.
Hell yeah, he is. Let's do this.
Right. Oh my lord, why did you put him in charge?
Alright, let's roll him. He gets a +5. So the first one's a 14. That meets it, beats it? Is that what you said?
Yep, meets it, beats it. He hits it.
And the second one was a 19. So yeah, he still hits it.
Yep. It's a disadvantage, so yes. So you're good.
Perfect.
Okay. Which one are you attacking, the west or the north?
The one that no one's after. Is that the north?
West. Smalls is on the one on the north, and
north for sure.
Okay, Smalls is on the north one, and then Xena's attacking the west one.
Yeah, barbarians together. Here they got this. Is the damage different if it's thrown? I just see one.
He just doesn't add his rage damage to it.
And okay, so does he still get the strength damage too, +3?
No, he does not.
So just the basically 1d6.
Well, yeah, sorry, he does get the strength because if it's a strength-based weapon, but in his items, he should still be able to, it's plus whatever.
4 damage.
Okay, 4. As he throws his hand axe, it definitely hits, and it hits purpose, but it does not even flinch this thing. It's whatever he's hitting, this chitinous armor, it's thick, and this thing is, whether it's pissed, whether it's hungry, whatever's happening, it doesn't even barely graze it. Okay. Is that it for Drum?
Good to go.
All right, Abby, you're on deck. Smalls, Abby, you're up. Smalls, you're on deck.
Yes, sir. I'm going to use my whip blade on the one that's with us. With Smalls.
You're with Smalls, okay.
That's a 23 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay. I am also going to use my psionic strike.
Okay.
As well. So let me mark off that point. So I'm going to do the regular damage, and then I'll do the other damage afterwards. So that's max of 6, and then with the psionic, it's another 1d6 plus 2.
Taking it.
So that is an additional 7. So 13 total?
Oof. 13 damage as you kind of carve into this thing. That psionic boost that you get from your abilities as you drive your weapon into this thing, you definitely carve through that chitin, and you get to this soft underbelly of this underskin underneath this thing. These things definitely bleed. These things definitely hurt as this thing squeals, and you can hear this disgusting chittering as it almost like turns and like looks at you with this cockroach like eyes. You know, dozens upon dozens of these little eyes and these giant mandibles that are looking at you and coming at you.
Okay. I'm gonna action search and do it again.
Okay,
Just
do it.
without the psionic strike. And earlier, I saw you doing it on my 11.
11 does not hit.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Is that it for you? That's it for you, Abby?
Yep, that's all I got.
All right, Smalls, you're up. Kyron, you're on deck.
Smalls is pissed. Smalls instantly enters rage.
Okay.
And nobody has seen Smalls enter rage quite like this. Smalls finds that next level. The cloud kind of storming around the moon. They start to rumble, and small strikes of lightning come around. They could tell his mood starts to affect the entire atmosphere as he gets pissed and enters into rage. What is the closest one to me?
That's the one on the north, the one that just came out after you. It went after you as you blocked it from killing 2 people.
How close?
Oh, you're right on it.
Okay.
It bit you.
As I enter into rage, I pick up my maul and I go to strike, and there is thunder clapping. There is lightning strikes in the clouds that have suddenly appeared. And the entire atmosphere has changed as I bring my maul towards it to hit it.
Bring it. Does your rage do an automatic amount of damage whenever you activate it?
No. That'll come as my bonus action.
Okay.
So, to hit, dirty 20.
That definitely hits. Roll me your damage.
7. I'm raging plus 2, 9.
9. Loving it. So that thing is definitely, as you bring your maul down, as you hear that crack and that breaking of the chitinous, and it's almost like you split this thing. You can hear its back, what could be essentially disguised as its back. Just hear it shatter beneath the strike of your force, and this thing is almost split in two as it starts scrambling itself forward, dragging its dead half behind it. It's still up, it's still going, it's still snapping, but it's definitely looking bad.
I need that thing to roll a dexterity check, DC 12.
DC 12, okay. I rolled a 4, and that's dexterity. 6.
So I get so my storm that I have conjured around me as I am just pissed, lightning starts striking the ground all around us. And it strikes this cockroach thing. It did not beat a DC 12, so I get full damage on a 1d6.
Bring it.
Man, that's pretty cool.
That's sick.
Minus the fact that I only got a 1 damage. That fucking sucked. I built this
It was
up to like
almost cool. Almost cool.
God damn it.
So close.
This crack of lightning reflects off of the carapace, unfortunately. It still sizzles a bit of the flesh underneath, but you definitely put on a display, and this thing is actively trying to get away from you.
All this coolness, and that thing's like, lightning? That's a bitch.
Insects, man. They're a bitch and a half. All right, is that all for you?
Hey!
Is that all for you, Smalls? Kyron, you are up. Monroe, you're on deck.
So the one that
Yeah, sorry.
Maddie attempted to assault is the one on the south wall, yes.
West. They're coming from
West.
the north and the west.
Hey, the west. I will move 25 foot that direction.
Okay.
How close does that put me to the bug?
15, 20 feet, give or take. You're still surrounded by people.
Correct. So it's still a disadvantage,
Yes.
which is fine.
Careful.
On the shield, since I don't get a roll itself, would I roll it just as the same DC hit for as a normal strength weapon?
Yeah, it's a strength weapon.
Yeah, it's strength or dex, my choice, but
Okay.
same thing.
Yeah,
But
that's fine.
I was just verifying for rolling on brain math.
Yep, you gonna Captain America this thing?
Yep, I'm gonna Captain America. The first one's a dirty 20.
Definitely hits. Okay, what's the second?
And the second one's a 12. Oof.
Unfortunately, that misses,
But
and you're
it's
gonna
not
throw
by
your shield.
5.
Okay, it's not by 5, so you're good. It
But
just misses. Swings
bonus
wide.
action is War Priest. I'm gonna repeat
Okay.
this action.
Okay.
Because I just have to make the attack action, not succeed in the attack action.
You throw your shield and it bounces off the wall and immediately just like returns to your arm, and you just like slide it up in your wrist and you're gonna throw it again. Do it.
Yep, and I rolled a 9. So
9.
fortunately, it's only 1d6.
Okay.
I don't believe it gets the modifier of that. So
It's
that's-
you're rolling an attack, so you still puts the strength modifier to it.
hey, which is only 2, so 3 total.
Okay. You definitely wing the fuck out of somebody across the shoulder. They go collapsing into the ground, but the shield returns to you. They're not dead, so in the chaos, nobody's looking around paying attention to it, so they just kind of keep clambering forward.
Yes, and they got dinked in the head. I'll take it.
Okay. That's Kyron. Monroe, you are up.
Okay. So with my sneak that I'm doing right now, am I able to like get on the ground or like check my surroundings, like if I can see like where Grunhild is, or getting like the lay of the land a bit before I make my next action?
Now, Gunhild's still inside the bar. She's right plain as day. You can see her right there. If you want to roll me a perception check, you absolutely can real quick. If you're trying to figure out like where you could go and where you could move.
Yeah. For a 9.
You see that you could probably climb up on top of the bar, but it does not going to give you a clear vantage. It's not going to give you a clear shot. On a 9, you're not really seeing much of anything else that could give you a better advantage than where you are currently.
Okay.
You are hidden, so if you wanted to make your
Yeah.
attack, it would just be a straight roll instead of disadvantage.
Yeah, and I wanted to crescent moon the one that is almost done by Smalls.
Unfortunately, you're still at the bar, so you'd have to either you'd have to use your action to dash to get there, which would take away your attack.
Yeah,
Or you
I
can
don't
try and
want to
make
do
a
that.
range attack, or you can move and get closer, or what do you want to do?
Actually, yeah, I'll do, since I have I'll crossbow.
Okay.
Real quick. Straight roll.
It's just a straight roll.
It hits for an 18.
Nice. Yes, it hits. You're attacking the one on the north?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me your attack plus your sneak.
Yeah. Plus sneak. 7 damage.
7 damage in total?
Yeah.
It is on death's doorstep. This thing is barely clambering itself. It's dragging itself forward with one of its forward claws. The mandible's barely hanging off of its jaw. It's got nothing left hardly, but it is still moving forward ever so slightly. Okay.
Okay.
Is that your entire movement? Or your entire action? Your entire turn?
Can I do a radiant damage on it?
You wanted to try and you want to add a smite to it?
Yeah.
I believe. Can you add
Because
smites?
I hit with it's a melee weapon.
You have
Does
to use
that
a
count?
melee weapon for smites.
Okay, then never mind. I'll wait. Yep, I'm done.
All good. Okay. With that, we're going to shift back over to the boat real quick with Morb and Drew. You guys stayed up on deck. You stayed back on the ship. Nothing's really happening at the ship, but you definitely hear an eruption of chaos happening from the town. You start hearing screams, people shouting. You can't really see anything from the docks here, but you can definitely hear that there is a lot of things going on in town. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna grab my rifle and start moving towards the center of town.
Okay. Drew, what are you doing?
Well, if Morb's going, I'm gonna go.
Okay. You could definitely see the look on, like, just as you guys are looking, getting ready to depart, you can definitely look over and see Angus. He is extremely anxious. He is nervous. He's scared. Plain and simple. It's easy for you to see. You've never seen this man shook before, but he's shook. And he's like waving you on. Go, 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 go. I got this. And he's like staying, like he's positioning himself and his brother. They're taking up high positions. The captain has come out of his deck, or come out of his captain's quarters. He is leaning over the deck with a weapon of his own. He's actually carrying a massive, like, compound crossbow. Morgan Fairchild is coming down to the lower deck. She has her hands at the ready. She has a small dagger at her side. She hasn't drawn it. They are positioning themselves to defend the boat no matter what happens as they send you two off. I need one of you to roll me a d4. You guys decide who wants to roll it.
I'll roll it.
Okay.
It's a 4.
On a 4, it's going to take you 4 rounds to get to the bar, if that's where you want to head. As long as you are not stopped or you do not stop along the way. Okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
You all start making your way through and get off the docks, and you start making your way into the town proper, trying to make your way uphill. The rain is still steadily going. The ground is slick. It is just, it's viscous out here. It's not difficult terrain. You're still moving at speed. But as you make your way out, you notice that there are people just running and scampering. And as you know, if you look off in the distance, all of a sudden the ground moves open. It's almost like a trapdoor spider. And you see some kind of mandible creature reaching out and just grabs somebody and immediately just yanks them down under the ground, and the ground immediately covers back over. You see that there are sinkholes opening up on several different positions as you're running through the streets on the side, and you see these creatures just start pouring out and they start grabbing people and dragging them into the holes.
Do I recognize the creatures?
Roll me a history check.
Okay, and it's at disadvantage because it's an ability check, which is a 4.
You have no idea.
Okay.
You've never seen these things before. You spent most of your life at sea. These are not something that you're accustomed to seeing.
Okay.
Oh wait, do I recognize them?
You can roll me a nature. You as a druid can roll me either a nature or a history.
That's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 on nature or history?
Nature.
Nature. You recognize these things. You've dealt with them before. These are unkegs. These are large insectoid monstrosities. They dwell underground, not terribly deep. Their burrows don't normally go more than like 40 or 50 feet, but they're not known for attacking people too terribly often. They're mostly a nuisance out on the fringes of society, popping up and taking livestock and snatching up a cow or a sheep here or there and dragging it back, but definitely nothing like you've seen this, like what's happening here. And you say that's a dirty 20?
Mm-hmm. It was a 19 plus 1.
Okay. On a dirty 20, you do take note that you've never encountered them doing something like this, never attacking. And like onkegs are generally kind of like not really a solitary creature. They usually have small hives, but nothing in this like massive numbers. And also, you do notice that these onkegs look slightly different. There's something strange about their coloration. They're normally like a kind of a brownish red with like a pinkish undertones underneath their chitin, but there's a strange kind of like greenish blackish glow to between their chitin plates. So, do you guys want to use your full movement to try and get to the bar? Or are you trying to stop and help people? What do you want to do? Do you want to try and fight one of these things? You're noticing that there are potentially dozens of them out here. You're noticing the trapdoor, like they're coming up like trapdoor spiders and grabbing people at random intervals. They're coming out of small sinkholes, 2 at a time. What do you want to do?
Would Morb have any like experience with like swarm creatures?
I would say no, not given your history and your background.
Okay. Okay. That's fair.
If you guys want to use your full movement and action to dash, I will allow you to make it to the bar in 2 rounds if you're using your full everything to get there. And not stopping to do anything.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna.
yeah. Drew's gonna
Dash.
follow Morb's lead on this.
Okay, this is the first of 2 rounds. You'll have to use the same thing the next round. You may have to dodge something. We'll see what happens. But at the top of the 3rd round, you will be able to make it to the bar and hopefully assist.
Hey.
All right. And with that, both Ankegs that are still inside the bar are still alive. The one that is badly damaged, it actually tries to rear back and it turns itself around, almost like ripping itself in half because it's so badly damaged. And it opens up its mandibles as best as it can, and it immediately spews this line of disgusting, acidic, viscous fluid from itself and just spews out. And it's going to actually hit Smalls. And Abby, you said you're with Smalls as well? Yep, you were in melee distance?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
let's see if there's anything left over. It actually does 10 points of acid damage to both of you.
Oh.
And because it is a straight line, it hits 2 people standing next to you as well. 2 more people are dead.
Can I possibly use my shield thing? Hold on, I'm trying to load it so I can see exactly what it is again.
Okay. This is this thing's last. Like it's literally on death's door. It's doing everything that it can to try to just lash out in its death throes. This one is dead.
Okay,
Small
yeah,
question.
I'm gonna use my psionic energy die to reduce the damage taken.
Are you,
For one of the people.
are you reducing it for you, or are you trying to save the people?
For the people.
Okay, roll me that.
Does Small get to try and dodge
3.
this at all?
Hang on a sec. I don't think there's actually, hang on. There might be.
I haven't seen his
On
bowl at all.
dexterity against the fact
When
that
I tried looking for
I
it earlier, it was completely covered.
get advantage.
Actually, yes, it is a dexterity 13 saving throw. Good call.
Oh,
So,
hold on,
yes.
let me add that 10 damage back in before I just take it. I'm not taking it like a bitch. Let's go. Dexterity saving throw?
Mhm.
No, I take the 10 damage.
Okay. You get advantage, so roll twice and take the higher of the 2. So
Oh, hold on. I do get another one. Okay.
Because this is something you can definitely see. This thing just vomits up all over.
Nope, I take it.
All right, full 10 damage. Avi, how much you block? Avi?
Sorry, I forgot what I rolled. It's just 3.
Unfortunately, with 3, you're trying to save somebody, it doesn't work. It's 5 damage to save somebody from death, so they both go down.
Dang. Okay.
It's this acidic liquid. It spews all over you guys. It burns away at your armor, burns away at your flesh. As it hits the civilians behind you, it immediately melts the flesh from their faces, their clothes, and they are just left split down the middle as if they've just been burnt in 2.
Okay.
All right. And with that, we're at the top.
I took 10, right?
Yes, everybody, you all took 10.
Okay.
The entire bar erupts in these howls of terror as these villagers attempt to flee to the southern entrance. Over the screams, everyone, you can all hear this rapacious chitter and clattering as these creatures grind on their forelegs and clack their mandibles, lunging out for fresh flesh. And with that, I need somebody to roll me a d20.
I got that.
All right, Maddie. Since you're at the top of the initiative order, you're going to roll these d20s at the top of every turn.
I don't know if I want that responsibility.
Too bad.
You called for it, Maddie.
Punishment for your excitement.
Get it, bitch.
14? Question mark?
14. Okay, on a 14, all good.
Nice and safe.
Nice and safe. And with that, we're at the top of the round. I'm going to roll. 2 more of these Ankegs, now that you guys know what they are, come pouring out of the caverns behind. So there are now 2 in the west and 1 in the north.
How do you spell that? Or can you put it in the chat so I can write it?
Ankeg, yeah, it's difficult to spell. It's Ankeg. I'll put it in chat when I can.
Thank you.
Fuck those things. On a DM.
Damn, are you that drunk you can't spell shit?
What's that?
You that drunk you can't spell shit?
Yeah, I'm getting there. All right, with that, we're at the top of the Top of the turn, and Maddie, you are up.
Now that I've seen them do the acid blast, did I see roughly how far that went?
10. It went about. How did it go? Sorry.
I just want to stay out of range of that if possible.
It actually spews out 30 feet.
It- Do I have
What?
do I have a clear shot at them, or are there still a whole bunch of people everywhere?
You were moving towards the west, correct?
Correct.
If you use your movement this turn, you should get close enough for melee.
What if I don't want to melee them and I want to stay away? Are all the people out of the way, or are they still there?
Oh no, it's taking 50 people. Actually, I forgot to roll that.
No
four-
one's yelled at them to get
But
the
you
fuck out
rolled
of the
2
way.
people.
5 people have managed to escape.
Oh, okay.
8 are dead. 5 have managed to escape. So that is 13 of the 40, or 13 of the 50 are no longer in play. You are still very much so at disadvantage with the crowd.
If I die, it's cool. Let's do this.
It has to get below at least half to get rid of the disadvantage.
Okay, I'm going over to the one that I hexed on the west side there then. So 20 more feet to get to them.
Yep.
And I'm going to go ahead and strike with my quarterstaff, and I'm going to say, form of a bigger quarterstaff. Try and hit him with it.
It extends out. It extends out because you've already discovered that it extends. So
it gets bigger. Okay, here we go, guys.
I take that back. Have you discovered that one?
Nope, but
okay.
Does it do it now?
It extends out to 10 feet, so you're actually able to use this. So I'm sorry, I kind of ruined a big bit of a reveal moment here. As you say, form of a bigger staff. It actually extends out to 10 feet and allows you to attack from 10 feet if you use your bonus action to do so. This is a free one because you're just discovering it, but in the future, if you want to use a bonus action, you can attack from 10 feet on this.
Will it stay extended then, so I don't have to do that every turn, right?
Yeah, it'll stay extended. So you're basically attacking with a polearm at this point.
Cool. I'm going to try and stay 10 feet away if possible then, if you allow me, and go ahead and attack with my quarterstaff.
Yes, you may.
And actually, I'm lying because I'm going to hit him with an unarmed strike too. Never mind. I'm up close. Let's do this. Quarterstaff first. 21.
Definitely hits.
And I'll do that damage first. It's going to be 8, 12 plus necrotic. So 18.
18 damage in total?
Yeah, I got a maximum hit. Plus it's hexed for. Oh, it's 1 to 6. I'm sorry. No, you're right. I have to roll 6-sider. 17 total damage.
17 still. Hell yes. All right, as a 17 total damage comes cracking down to this thing, you split this thing's carapace wide open, displaying the flesh behind it. But this is definitely badly injured. It's still pissed off, and it's still coming at you, snapping away and clicking away. But you've definitely done a massive amount of damage to it.
I'll use my bonus action for an unarmed strike then.
Okay.
Whoops, nothing. Wrong one. Disregard that. 24 for the unarmed strike. So this one's going to be 1 to 4 plus 4, so that's 5 plus necrotic. 6 more, so 11 damage on that one.
11, hell yes. This thing in 2 moves, well, in a series of moves, as you crack away at this thing with your quarterstaff and come pummeling at it with your fist, your empowered strikes, you have stripped the carapace off of this thing's back, and you've just been pummeling away at the soft flesh below it. It's definitely broken. It's definitely badly beaten. It's still alive, but it's still going.
If it's still alive, I'd like to use one of my key points to add Hand of Harm to it too, to do more necrotic damage.
Okay.
And hopefully finish it off. Let's see.
Does your hex only add it to the initial damage, or does it add it to everything?
It's only to the attack strikes, so it's not going to add it to this because this is just added damage. So just the other 2.
But you're okay. So your quarterstaff adds it, and your unarmed martial arts adds it.
Correct, and I'm not doing Flurry of Blows. I'm specifically doing Hand of Harm, which adds necrotic damage, so it wouldn't be an additional one.
Okay, roll me that extra damage.
It is only 4.
Only 4. Still, this thing is on death's door. It is badly broken. It's looking the exact same shape as the one was in the north. Its back is broken. It's attempting to crawl away. It's got nothing left to it, but it's still alive.
All right, that's all of it.
All right, Xena, you're up. Drum, you're on deck. Well, Drum is on deck.
Oh, Drum's gone.
Okay, so I am halfway there, right? Because I only have 30 feet.
No, you
So-
rushed last. You dashed last time, so you're there, and you put your shillelagh on your staff, so you're good to go. What do you want to do?
So my shillelagh is pulling up magma and lightning, and it
Dig it.
swings right for this thing's head. And then I'm gonna use. Wait, do I have to roll for that?
Yeah, you need to roll to hit.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm doing this, man.
I'm digging the visual, but roll me to hit.
Okay, so I hit shillelagh and 9.
9 to hit. Unfortunately, does not.
Oh wait, no, that's damage. How do I? Wait,
It's the,
what do
it's
I?
the- yeah, you've rolled damage. You need to roll the DC hit, the number to the left of it.
Wait, help me. What dice do I use?
Mom, it's on your app. Okay, on your
Is
weapons.
it the shillelagh? Oh, sorry. There it is.
Mhm.
14.
14 hits. That is its AC. Nice. Meets it, beats it. And you rolled 9 damage.
Yes.
That thing is dead. As you bring up this natural power from the ground, your shillelagh, and you bring it over, and you're coating it over your staff, you're almost making it into like a giant club that is just swirling with this lightning and this magma. And you crack this thing over the head and just split it in twain. This thing goes in just pieces across the room. It is very dead.
Nice.
That's your attack. You still have a bonus attack. So with your animal, if you attack, you can use a bonus action to attack with your animal if you so choose.
I want to attack with Lynx Claw.
Okay.
That is a 20.
20 definitely hits.
And damage?
Yep, roll me the damage.
Wait, did I say claw
Lynx
or? Got it. Damage is 6.
That's beautiful. As you guys go diving into this thing, you eviscerate the one Ankeg that was badly damaged and just send it scattered across the room. And then all of a sudden with Athena, your Lynx positions herself between you and the other one that came pouring out of this hole and just goes clawing into it, ripping and shredding and trying to get through that chitinous armor that's on top of it. You've done a great amount of damage. That is your bonus. That is your action. That is your turn.
Yeah.
Drum is up. Abby, you're on deck.
Awesome. He still has to only move 25 feet, but it's in terrain like that. So what, 12 and a half more feet? So is he still not there?
He has 25 feet, 25. If he dashed in both turns, then he could be there. But he would not have an action left if he dashed this time.
He did not dash last turn because he raged, and now that I think about it, he's about to lose rage.
Well,
so
dash
that's
is
cool.
an action. Dash is an action, so not a bonus.
Oh,
Did
gotcha.
he throw the hatchet?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
threw
he threw
that.
an
He attacked. He
That's right.
attacked. So he still
That's right.
has
He
rage.
threw. Okay, so he is. He's approximately 15 feet there. He's got another 30 to go, so he'd have to dash to get there within melee this time, or he'd have to move and attack with range again.
He is going to. So he's going to dash this time and get right up on that thing as close as he can.
Okay.
That way, hopefully, he gets hurt and doesn't lose his rage. I know that sounds weird, but let's do this.
That's all good. Okay, that's everything for him.
That's everything. His
Abby,
little legs, he's there.
Abby, you're up. Smalls, you're on deck.
Yes, sir. Okay, so the one that I was fighting earlier has since passed away, correct?
Yes, there's a fresh one that just came out the hole.
Okay, I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did last time.
Okay, do it.
Let me go to hit. 16 to hit.
Definitely hits. A little bit of damage.
Man, that sucks. That's 4, and then I'm gonna do the psionic strike as well. Man, that sucks. 7 damage total.
7 damage total.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, you've done you do a decent slash to it. You're able to kind of like break that carapace ever so slightly, but nope, it's still definitely coming at you. It's still snapping away. Anything else?
No.
Smalls, you're up. Kyron, you're on deck.
All right. So the one that was near me is dead.
Yes, but another one came out the hole, so you got a fresh target right in front of you.
Oh, we're just going right after that motherfucker.
Okay.
Small turns and just swings them all straight at that bastard.
Go for it.
Let's go. Oh fuck, I miss. I get an 11.
11 unfortunately does not hit. They have an AC of 14.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm still raging, so I miss, but I'm still pissed. So lightning comes striking down all around us.
Hell yes.
Oh yeah. And you still have a DC of 12 that you have to dexterity DC 12. You have to avoid.
17.
Oh, you avoid that too. God damn it. Fuck you.
Is it DC for half or DC to hit? Is like if I beat it, I
No,
don't get
DC for
damage?
half. So you get half.
Okay. So I still should
All right.
still do a little bit of damage. Roll it for me.
I get a DC 6.
Okay.
And you get 0 points.
Well,
God damn it, my roll
I take minimum. You always take minimum of 1.
Oh, well, you get 1 damage.
1 damage. All right, I'm digging it.
It's always the minimum of a fuck you point.
Yep. Just as you're still getting used to this ability, these powers, and you're like, you can feel the electricity coursing through you. This is a new sensation, something you're just not used to just yet. You're trying to find that perfect channel, that perfect direction to swing this thing, to just pummel everything in your path. So still figuring yourself out.
Smalls has more fun drunk, but does not do as much damage. Sorry, group.
You're good.
That's fine.
Kyron, you're up. Monroe, you're on deck.
So I do have my mace back. That's a thing, right?
Yeah, I would say you
Yeah,
took your
okay.
mace back. It's fine.
I'm gonna close the distance then with my other 25 movement left after
Okay.
having it.
Okay.
And attempt to hit it, not at disadvantage.
You're going after the west or the north?
I was west already, heading that way.
Yeah, that's fine. So you're going after the west. Go for it.
I'm gonna attempt to finish off the one that Maddie put to death's door.
That one's dead. That one, yeah. So Athena finished that one off. You got a basically, you have one on either side. That's
new doors here.
Yeah, they haven't. They're not looking. They've been damaged, but they're still looking pretty good.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hit. Roll me the damage.
And
yeah.
Damage is 5.
5. All right. Look a little rough, but it's still okay.
Bludgeoning. And then bonus action, we're gonna go ahead and just use War Priest and attack it with the mace again.
Okay.
Roll a 14.
It hits.
And that is 7 damage.
Nice. You're looking pretty fucked up. Still upright, still coming at you, but it's looking pretty fucked up. Monroe, you're up. Morbin Drew, you're on deck.
I was muted. Okay. Is Grunhild still close to me?
She is attempting to usher people out. She is doing her best to kind of like work the crowd, but she is still at the bar. She's outside of the bar now, but she's trying her best to get people out.
I wanted to be able to, as a bonus action, give divine favor to Grunhild.
Okay. What does that do exactly?
Or what would that be for me? It says self. It's your prayer empowers you with divine radiance until the spell ends. Your weapon deals an extra radiant damage. Oh, okay.
It's only for yourself.
I'll still invoke it. I still would like it. Fuck it.
Okay.
And then, it was going to be, oh, did I have to roll again before for the sneak?
Oh, you have to use your bonus. You have to use your bonus action for your. It's a bonus action to hide.
Oh, okay.
So you won't be able to hide if you use that spell to buff yourself if it's a bonus action.
True. Then I'll uncast it. I didn't do it. So I'm gonna just sneak real quick just to see if I can take on another shot again.
That's fine. I'll allow it this time. So
15.
On a 15. I would say that you're still rolling at disadvantage. You need
Oh,
need to
okay.
beat a 12 right now because of all the chaos that's going on. So you got a 15, but you're rolling at
16.
You got it. You're good. You're hiding.
I'm like, okay. And we'll do the same as last time, crossbowing.
Okay. Crossbowing at the one on the north or the west.
Still trying to help out Smalls.
Okay, you're attacking the one on the north. So roll me your attack. It's just a flat roll, so you can include your sneak with this though.
That was a 21 for that one.
21 hits. Roll me your damage.
8.
8 altogether plus your sneak.
Oh, plus sneak. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
you're
right.
getting you're hiding and you're using your sneak. That's fine. You're just
9.
9 altogether. 9.
All 9.
Okay. It's looking badly hurt. It's definitely it's taken some nasty hits. It's starting to look a little wary, but it's looking about the same as the one on the west wall. So you guys are on par. Is that what
Cool.
you got?
That's it.
All right, Morb, Drew, you're up. Are you guys still dashing?
I am.
Yeah.
I need you to make me dexterity saving throws. You need to beat a DC. You have to beat a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. Both of you.
Oh no, I got a 7.
A 7? More? What you get?
Is it poisoned at all?
Nope.
No. Okay.
This is an event that is happening basically.
Gotcha. Okay.
What'd you get?
I got a 9.
You are both immediately grappled as these things come out of a trapdoor
Wait,
spider. And
I have advantages against being grappled.
this is true. I'll give you advantage on this thing.
Ooh, 20.
Oh shit.
Nat 20?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Total of 23.
On a nat 20, you're able to literally lick, this thing snaps at your leg, but you're able to half liquid it, and you kind of almost cut your own leg off before it immediately connects back onto yourself, like the T-1000 or whatever from Terminator 2. You immediately put yourself back together as you continue running. But Drew, you are snatched as one of these trapdoor things come out and grabs you by the leg, and you would immediately take. You take 6 points of piercing damage, and then another 3 points of acid damage, so 9 points altogether, and you are grappled and being pulled in to this thing, into the trapdoor.
Since Drew is being pulled
Hooray.
in, can I stop dashing and help?
As on a nat 20, I will give you advantage on the strength check to try and break, or as whatever you want to do to try and attempt to break the grapple.
I'm gonna shoot it in the face.
From a distance there, yeah, that's fine. I'll still give you advantage.
Cool. And then first one's 11. Second one's a 24.
24 hits. Okay, I need you to get 10 or more damage to break the grapple.
13.
Beautiful. You do 13 damage as you blast this thing's face apart. Mandibles go flying and immediately lets go of Drew's leg. She immediately he stands up, kind of climbs himself up, looks you over, gives you a bit of a nod. You guys immediately keep running.
Yep.
All right. You make it to the entrance of the mud hole. You can see people pouring out, and they have no idea what's waiting for them up above here. But they are leaving. Whatever's happening down below is obviously just as bad as what's happening up here. So you can either tell them to stop and go back down or not, or try and move your way past them. What do you want to do?
And I try to direct them a different way from where we came.
Absolutely. Roll me a perception check. If you both want to try and do it, I'll give one of you advantage.
What is your perception?
+5.
Yeah, she can have an advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
Drew, roll me your perception at advantage.
Oh no. It's a 9.
On a 9, you don't see anything in your immediate area that looks safe. I mean, it is pure hell out here. These things are coming up out of the ground, snatching up people, dragging them away. But you do notice one thing on a 9 is that they're coming from the ground. If you get up high, that seems to be the best place you can go.
Okay.
So, do you want to stay and direct people as they're coming out and trying to help people out here, or do you just tell the group that's coming out here to try and get up high?
I'll just tell a couple people and have them share that information.
Okay, how do you get them to stay? Do you want to try
I
and
don't know. I
persuade
just
them?
grab somebody.
Okay, do you want to try and persuade them, intimidate them? What do you want to do to try and convince them to help everybody and tell them to get up high?
Drew just scream at them. It would be
That's intimidation.
Can
Use
I
intimidation?
can I help?
I would say
Oh,
yes in this
no.
instance. So
Why?
you
Point
both
the gun
pick
at
up on this. I'll give you advantage in the
I thought that was
intimidation.
a
Like,
one.
yeah,
Okay.
if you're both working towards the same goal, I'll give you advantage.
So
Okay.
the way I'm gonna try to get them to stop is I'm gonna flatten and stretch my body as much as it can go as like a screen in front of them.
You're still wearing your armor and everything, right?
Yeah.
Like
It
you're
would've-
basically kind of like you're extending your hands and legs and like spreading it as wide as it can go. So I can't really describe the shape, but like you splay your head out, your hands out, and it's almost like this big, like weird looking. I don't know.
You know those slappy hands?
Yeah, you have like
I'm-
a like a fin thing attempting to stop people. And Drew, what are you saying to everybody?
They're coming up out of the ground. Get to the high ground. Get up high as you can.
Okay, what did you roll on your intimidation?
A 16.
Beautiful. You beat the 13 that I rolled. So, you start telling people, like, yo, pay the fuck attention. They're coming up from the ground. What the fuck you think is going to happen? Get up high, get up high. And people start looking to the roofs, start looking to the ramparts, and they start shouting to everybody, get up high, get up high. And one person you do notice is standing by the door, helping people out, getting them up the stairs. And he says, I got this. And he gives you almost to make your way down the stairs. You are now inside of the mud hole. But you are at a distance. You are on the opposite side. So if you try to move or if you want to try and attack, you're still attacking at disadvantage because of how many people are in here. Okay. With that, we're up at the top of the round. Maddie, I need a D20 from you.
Yeah, am I supposed to get a high number or a low number?
Oh, I'll let you know.
Of course.
2.
Oh, shit. Shiza.
On a 2, Gunhilda, she is attempting to like usher people over. She immediately gets knocked over, and a couple of people start kind of like stepping over her in the chaos, and she takes just a little bit of damage. But she's okay. She's still alive. You get the feeling that you're trying to avoid a 1, buddy.
I do get that feeling.
Okay. And with that, we are going to go up to the top of the round, and look at that. 2 more Ankegs come pouring out of the holes. You now have 2 in the west and 2 in the north.
Sheesh.
Awesome. My turn?
It is. Go ahead.
Do I have a clear shot at all now that I'm over that direction at the holes themselves?
You do.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and take use my action to shoot the actual hole itself to see if I can collapse that bad boy.
Ooh.
Now let's see. 18.
18 to hit. Definitely hits. It's a hole.
Oh yeah, do I get
So,
advantage?
I just want to know, is it prone? That's a rogue question.
It's not prone. No.
So that-
You're
yeah.
attacking a hole.
If you give me
What is
disadvantage,
DC?
Chiron, I swear.
I'm not going to tell you the DC, but it's low.
It's
It's a fucking hole.
Yeah.
a fucking hole. 6.9
I-
heard.
I only get 3 damage though, so that is
Okay.
quite unfortunate.
It starts to break away at the top ever so slightly. You notice that these things, the way that they dig, these are not they're not engineers. They're fucking bugs. They're insects. So it's not like they're digging to like make things structurally sound. You get the feeling that if you hit this thing hard enough or do enough to it, it will collapse.
I don't think I have anything else ranged, unfortunately. So I'll use my bonus action to go ahead and move the hex on the dead bug to the other one, or one of the fresh ones that came out of the.
Yeah, you got 1 fresh one on either side and 1 pretty decently damaged on either side.
I'll do the fresh one on the west side,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
All
I'm
right.
not gonna move.
All right, Xena, you're up. Drummond's on deck.
All right. So Athena and Lucky and I are watching these things come out, and I'm going to use my sling of giant felling.
Okay.
So I got a 20.
20 hits.
And damage.
20
Oops.
dirty or 20 nat?
Dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20. Okay, roll me your damage.
Fudge. 3.
3. That's okay. And you can attack with Athena if you want to, because you used your attack to attack.
Yep. I'm gonna use Lynx Claw.
Okay.
And that I got a 16.
Hits.
And damage is 5.
Did she add her shillelagh damage? Because shillelagh lasts for 1 minute, which is 10 rounds.
She
And
used her sling. She didn't use her.
Heard, okay. Heard.
I didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah. But
You're
okay.
using your sling, so.
Where am I?
So is that your attack? That's your bonus? Is that it?
What's my bonus? Well, my bonus was Lynx Claw, right?
Yeah, your bonus was Athena, so that is your turn.
Okay. So what happened?
That's it.
Well, what happened?
You've definitely the one that you have attacked. It is definitely looking. Sorry, I dropped my dice here. I'm trying to grab them. The one that is still there. There, you have two. One is extremely damaged, looking on death's door. The other one is still very, very fresh.
Fetch and dog. But they're coming through the wall, right?
They're coming through that hole.
Okay. But my turn's done, right?
Mhm.
Shit. I have to sit back. Okay.
That's your turn. Drum is up. Obby's on deck.
Grum is super excited because he didn't get hit at all, so he's gonna rage again with a
Okay.
nice little sigh. So he is fully there because he dashed last turn. He's actually super excited that he saw Maddie hit that hole, so he's gonna try and do the same thing now that he's up there with his great axe.
So, well, you had Drum attacking with smalls. So you basically saw you do it.
Yeah,
Is what you're
because
saying?
it's
Okay.
a big old blast. It's like,
Fair enough.
damn, that
Fair enough,
sounds
fair enough.
very smart. I'm gonna try that too. Is what he
I'll allow it. I will allow it.
You're the best. He's going to go ahead and rage first to make sure that he's good to go, and then he's going to use his great axe to attack the hole.
Yep.
And let's make sure we don't get a nat 1 or something. A nat 2, so 7? Question mark.
It hits. It's only a DC 5. It's a hole.
Thank God. So 1 to 12, it'll be plus 5 because he's raging. He does 12 damage to the hole.
12. Heck yeah. Okay. The northern hole is looking pretty unstable right now. It's definitely starting to. The earth is starting to fall down a little bit behind it. There's enough room, and you can just see in the distance there's more onkegs that are getting ready to crawl through.
Okay, is that northern hall or western hall?
That's the
we're on
northern one.
North.
Okay, 'cause we're on the west. I didn't know.
Maddie's
Sorry.
also playing for Drum.
Yeah,
so.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so is that everything for Drum?
Yeah, that's he's gonna stay there with his little legs.
All right, Abby, you are up. Smalls, you're on deck.
Yay. Okay, so I have one next to me. Yes, still?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to once again hit it with my whip blade.
Okay.
Let me roll my damage. Or not damage. Roll to attack. I did not hit.
Okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action to use recovery. So I get 1 psionic die back.
Okay.
And then that's it for now.
Okay, that's your move. Smalls, you're up. Kyron, you're on deck.
All right, so Maddie has basically collapsed the hole underneath me. How far is the west?
It's not collapsed yet. It's still up.
Not collapsed yet, but basically, right?
And they can still crawl through.
Oh,
she.
it's open enough to crawl through.
Mm-hmm.
How far is the western hole?
Approximately 30, 35 feet from you.
Why? You got to make this difficult. Fine.
Also, I was being drummed when that happened, Mark. So the hole that's almost collapsed is the one that you're next to on the north. If
Yeah,
that
Right.
clarifies
Okay, so
anything.
I apologize. Drum
Yeah.
Drum played by Maddie
Yes.
has basically collapsed that hole.
Yes. It's
Rum.
the hole is on death's door basically.
Well, apparently, let's just close that hole because apparently that's what needs to happen.
Okay.
So attack the hole with the maul. That's a 10. And that's a 12 to close the hole.
12 damage altogether.
Yeah.
Yep, it definitely collapses. The hole on the northern end collapses unto itself. You can hear the screeching and the scattering of these cretins behind it as they become completely entrenched in this dirt. But that hole does collapse. You are now left with the badly damaged one in the north and a fresh one in the north, but there are no more coming out of the hole.
There's a damaged cockroach on the north.
Yes.
In that case, Smalls glaringly looks at this thing, screams as the lightning comes striking down at it.
Bring it. What's the DC 12 again?
DC 12 to half the damage, yes.
Okay. That is a 4 plus 6. Nope.
All right, so I get a DC. I get 1d6 of damage. 5.
5. Oof, so close. This thing, lightning cracks this thing down and it just like starts to skewer it and splinter it as this thing's flesh burns and sizzles underneath. It's still very much so alive. It's on death's door. It's doing that same death crawl thing, still trying to go after people.
Yeesh.
That ever Smalls?
That's all Smalls has.
All right, Kyron, you're on deck. Monroe, you're up. Or Kyron, you're up. Monroe's on deck.
We're going to main action mace the bug.
Okay. The damaged one or the fresh one?
The damaged one, but I rolled a 9, so that's irrelevant.
Yeah. Remember, you still got a hole active on the west side too.
Correct. And then I'm gonna use bonus action healing word on the barkeep.
On Gunhild?
Yes.
Good choice. Okay, excellent. She's back at full health, no matter what you roll. She doesn't have a whole lot to begin with, but she's back. She's upright. She's helping people get out.
Awesome. Yeah, I feel like keeping our barkeep alive will look nice for our bar tab later. We drink a lot. Not gonna lie here.
Monroe, you are up. Morb and Drew are on deck.
So sorry, I'm trying to switch from taking notes of events. Okay, so will divine, like, with my perception roll, will divine sense work in this to discover, like, anything, like, in the area that might be attracting the creatures or anything?
You're welcome to try. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say yes either.
I want to do that as my action.
Okay.
I'm going to use it. It's within 60 feet. That is not in total cover.
Okay, and that detects what? Fiends, celestials, and what else?
Good and evil, anything affected by Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead.
There are no celestial fiends or undead. There is nothing hallowed. You get the impression that these are just hungry animals. Insects.
Okay. Bonus action, gonna divine favor just to make sure I have that extra thing, and then I'm done.
Okay. Morbin Drew, you are up. You can either move in and try to get into action, or you can try to help people get out. There is the room is almost not cleared, but it's almost cleared of enough people to where it take away the disadvantage for everybody on attacks. What do you want to do? For range attacks, I mean.
I'll help people get out.
Okay. Drew, if you want to help people, then you will give take away the disadvantage from Morb and anybody else doing range attacks from now on.
Cool.
Okay. Morb, what do you want to do?
Sorry, I cut out. Did you say we can't do ranged attacks?
You can. You are now attacking it. Just no more disadvantage. With Drew helping get people out and usher people out through the door, disadvantage is gone.
Cool. Can I see a bug and shoot it?
Oh yeah, there's two on either side. There's a really badly injured one on the west wall, a decently damaged one on the north wall, and then two fresh ones on west and north.
I'm gonna go after one of the fresh ones on the west.
On the west, go for it.
11.
11 does not hit, unfortunately. The DC to hit is 14.
Oof. Okay. Let's give a bonus action. Do I see anybody that's in like dire need, like super hurt?
There's a lot of injured people as they're making their way out, but these are just villagers. Nothing like you get the impression that you could heal them, but it's not going to do a whole lot because they're just pushing their way out. They are desperate to try to get out of this room.
Team members.
Nope. The Onkegs have been directly focused on their meals and going after villagers and people, going after the easy targets up until potentially now.
Gotcha. Okay. Then I don't have any bonus actions to do, so that's
Okay.
the end of my turn.
All right. With that, Maddie, I need you to roll your d20 at the top of the turn. You are now attempting to avoid a d5 or lower, or a roll of 5 or lower.
Do I do it? Are they attacking or is it before or after them? Does it matter?
It's top of the round. It's basically to see what happens.
Gotcha.
That-
Oh yeah, 2 baby.
You rolled a 2.
Oh yeah, I did.
All right. And with that, on a 2, I need. Let's see here. Everybody that was on. Who was all around the bar? I know there's Mornrow. And I believe Mornrow was the last one. And then there's also still villagers. And there's also Gunhilda. Is anybody else near the bar?
I'm on the west wall.
All right. Mornrow. I need you to roll me a DC saving throw. DC 12.
Oh,
Dexterity saving throw.
Dex. Okay. Sorry, I'm like, what saving throw?
Sorry, I meant yeah, sorry. Dexterity saving throw DC 12.
15.
You make it. As does
Nice.
Gunhild. Unfortunately, 5 villagers do not.
Ah,
As a massive sinkhole opens up at the center of the bar and immediately swallows it up. Gunhild is clinging onto the side. Mornrow, you are clinging onto the side as well, as 2 more Onkegs pour out of this hole. But you notice that the ground below, it drops about 40 feet, so the villagers are instantly killed as soon as they hit to the bottom. But it almost feels like this thing they're burrowing up. So there doesn't appear to be a tunnel like there's any more that are going to come pouring out. But there are 2 more Onkegs now at the center at the bar. So with that, so I'm going to give this up to the group. We are at 10. We are at time for this match. I will give the choice. Do we call the match here? Give you guys a break and let you strategize on how you would like to proceed onto the next match? Or do you want to keep going and see what happens?
I think strategizing would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Monica is nodding her head yes.
Yeah.
Smalls is conflicted.
and
Smalls wants to smash.
No
Smalls,
bugs.
the Smalls is falling asleep.
This feels
Yeah.
like the perfect time for a Boulder reference. You sound like a pebble now, Boulder.
Smalls falling asleep.
I figured.
I feel that.
There's been a series of some bad rolls here that have kind of like extended the thing, but you guys have you guys did figure out that you need to close the bug holes, otherwise they're going to keep coming. You still got one active one on the west wall. You have Gunhild dangling for her life at the bar. You have Mournhold dangling 40 feet above the precipice as well, with 2 Onkegs coming up near them.
And you said
Oh.
it's 45 feet roughly, but rough terrain.
No, you guys, the rough terrain's gone. The bar has been more than half cleared out at this point. You have 20 people that have 20 villagers that have been 20 people that have been killed, and 13 that have been managed to escape. But there are still people in the bar.
Direct drop. If they drop,
Oh yeah,
they're dead.
Well, if Gunhild drops, she will be dead. She does not have the health to support it.
Maddie, I need you to help me make sure the bar maiden doesn't die. We need her. How else are we supposed to get food?
Smalls,
We
she
need
loves
her.
you.
We need her.
So don't worry about me, guys. You know that's
just
totally
for
fine.
planning sake.
Monroe,
For planning sake,
I'll stabilize
Marshall.
you.
To be fair, Smalls was
There are 6 active Onkegs left in this room, and now because the villagers have cleared out, their attention is now directed on you.
Yeah. Smalls needs to be more sober for this.
Yes, maybe no.
So Marshall, just for planning sakes, it's 45 feet from the hole to the middle of the bar right there. Then
no, it's sorry, it was 30, 60, 90. It's 30 feet, approximately 30, 35 feet. I'll allow it for 30 for the sake of this. It was 90 feet from the south wall to the north wall. The bar's in the direct center. So, and because there's no longer people blocking your way, you have free movement.
Okay, cool.
They're all kind of gathered around the southern entrance.
Who only has 25 foot of movement.
Yeah, unless you got poor drink. So
I'm still trying to figure out why I'm 45 feet from a hole.
You're not. You are on the north hole, and it's 30 feet if you wanted to dash back to the center one to try to help somebody dangling.
Oh. I need to save Gunhilda.
I will try to give like